Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Thursday night. Now you might be wondering, this isn't the celebration stream. No, this is not the celebration stream. The 500 subscriber celebration stream is next Wednesday. But out of all things tonight, like earlier today, like yeah, guys. That's because I did plan this ahead of time and I thought about this. So yeah, this is just going to be a normal Q&A night because I get a text from one of my friends and says, "Hey man, you want to just do a Q&A tonight?" I wasn't thinking about doing it, but it's whatever. It's okay. But it's okay though. But we'll figure something out. Ethan's in the chat says got Barbie off of Amazon. Nice. And Grant's in here says just got back from Killers of the Flower. Number 3. Nice. I was expecting it to land in like the 15 or something like that, but 3? Okay. Makes me a little more excited to see it. I'm seeing it Sunday, my man. So Grant, you the man. You the man, bro. You the man. So yeah, I'm seeing Killers of the Flower Moon on Sunday. And I can't wait, man. I cannot freaking wait. I've been really excited for it. I mean, it's Martin Scorsese, so if you once you tell me Martin Scorsese is making that movie, or is directing a certain movie, you don't need to say anything else. You really don't got to say anything else. It's fucking Martin, because it's freaking Martin Scorsese. I did. I actually did shave. God damn it, Jared. What's up? What's up, buddy? Of course. My soda wants to fizz on me. And of course. Whatever. There we go. I think I got it. There, that's better. So I hit the spot. Not an alcoholic way, you know what I mean. So, and I did send friends the link to join for the stream. But again, I know we're definitely gonna have some more guests in the building on Wednesday, the 25th. which is when the subscriber special is going to happen. So, and I'm mostly going to be inviting the people that I've really connected with to join and talk with me for a little while. So again, meaning also some of the people that that really did help me get to the goal. So, how are you guys doing tonight on this nice little Thursday? So, yeah. And again, sorry for the quietness again. It'd be more engaging if there, people were actually in the building here. It'd be a little bit more engaging. To talk, but it's kind of how it's been for me, dude. But I'm off Saturday. But don't worry though, Jared. I will be back in time on Saturday night. On Saturday night for Talk to Me. It's just I'm going to go into my cousin's go to the college football game in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, at Augustana University, because my cousin's on the dance team, and I need something to do for a little while. But so yeah. And again, on Sunday, before the watch along of American Psycho on my channel, I will be seeing Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm watching some YouTube stuff, and an ad for Oppenheimer on Physical pops up. Coming out November 21st, y'all. I cannot freaking wait. Love, love, love Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is a classic in the making, my friends. So, but I'll say my highlight of the week. My big highlight of the week was seeing Dumb Money, which I saw on Tuesday. And I'm not going to say too much. I'll just say it's one of my favorite films of the year. So yeah. All right, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. So. Just had to do a refreshment. Excuse me. Sorry, Ladybug got on me. Really quick, I'm just gonna look at something. Gavin,
How's it going?
my man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Might see Killers of the Flower Moon on Saturday, so that's pretty exciting.
Yep, I'm going Sunday to go see it, so I'm really excited.
I know, I was surprised because I like going to movies with my mom a lot, and she typically does not like sitting through long movies. But I was pretty surprised that she was really excited to go see this movie, considering it's 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, I mean it's 3.5 hours, so it's like, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah,
especially even this, like, I already knew that my parents would not even be able to sit through Oppenheimer because that movie's 3 hours.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of the last movies we went and watched was that one, and I know she really liked that one. We both did, so that was a really good one.
Love Oppenheimer. I
I know
love it.
that I checked my Best Buy because I was wanting to pre-order the Steelbook for it, and it's entirely sold out, like, and everywhere near me. So,
Wow. I might just get the slipcover version because that's actually my favorite poster.
that's what I'm thinking about getting now because I saw that. Like, I know there's two Steelbooks, and the one I really like is the one that's sold out, and then I think the slip is, yeah, again, one of the best posters for the movie. So I'll probably end up going with that. So
I mean, it's literally just Oppenheimer just standing in front of the bomb. Like,
it's pretty simple, but I think it works honestly for me. And then I like pretty much all the posters for the movie. So
I mean, the movie in general is just amazing.
I know, I think it's in my top 5. I haven't checked my letterbox thing in a while, but I think it's in my top 5 for favorites of the year. So at least up there
It's
for sure.
it's in my number. It's at my number 4 right now because there's just been so many good movies this year, man.
I know it's been a
Like,
pretty good year for movies, and then we've had a lot of
a
bad
lot,
ones. So
and
it's
we've had a lot of shitloads. So
yeah. But I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
glad Oppenheimer because I'm not the biggest fan of Christopher Nolan either, but I
oh,
loved
okay.
Oppenheimer.
Because I was gonna say, like, the films that are like somewhat dethroning Oppenheimer, even though, like, I would say, like, my top 6, I would say my top 6 are like the ones that are no, my top 8, actually. I would say my top 8 are the ones that are like tied.
Mm. Yeah, there are a lot of movies that come close for me. So like my top like probably 5-ish are always switching. But I mean, for me, I rewatched it recently, but Talk to Me is still my favorite of the year for sure.
Still haven't seen it,
It's really good.
but I can
I
promise
thought it
you this
was.
though, Gavin. I'm watching it on Saturday for the watch along, so I'm excited.
Oh, that'll be, yeah. I loved it. I've seen it. I think I've seen it twice, 2 or 3 times now. So I really enjoyed it, and I like watching trailers, and I feel like even though I watched that trailer, it didn't really spoil like anything for what the movie actually was. So
I only saw like half of the trailer. I didn't really watch much of it, but I'll tell you this though. Yeah, I think I remember my top 8 here pretty well, so I can go ahead. Oh wait, hold on. Oh shit,
Oh, we got Gavin in here. What's up, yo?
Mike,
yo,
Mike and Gavin in the same stream.
What's up?
What up, boys? So, how's it going, Mike?
Good, man. How about you?
Doing good. I was just talking with Gavin about that it's been a pretty good year so far for movies, like because my top 8 could all be number 1, like like on my list. Like holy
for sure.
crap! Like I remember my top 8 here pretty well. So like from 8 to 1, like again, these could all be number 1. Like I said, Asteroid City, Wes Anderson's latest crowning achievement. Number 7, the Super Mario Brothers movie, as a big fanatic myself. Number 6, Joyride, the funniest comedy I've seen pretty much in a long time.
I was so surprised by that movie. I watched it, and I was like, it probably will be good, but I was surprised how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's also surprising on how much because I remember Mike texting me about this when I saw that he was watching Joyride. He was like, "Dude, I have not laughed this hard the first 25 minutes."
And yeah, it was. I haven't seen Strays yet, and I don't know if I plan to check it out probably next year. I know my uncle really wants to watch it, and we missed it, so I'm gonna pick it up and then we'll watch it next year. But for raunchy comedies this year, I don't think it's gonna beat out Joyride because that one was so funny.
That one was too funny.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Strays is pretty solid, I will say.
Strays is hilarious too, but I don't think it's gonna top Joyride, like without a question. And then my number 5 is Mutant Mayhem.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
So freaking good. And I also loved the fact that the turtles were actually teenagers and not just 30-year-old dudes.
Yeah, I know a lot of people because I watched that one. I think I was 5 days early, which was an awesome experience. And I really enjoyed the movie. But I remember people who also saw it early were kind of complaining that they used like modern like kind of slang, I guess you could say, with like Riz and all that stuff. But I think will it be outdated in like probably the next decade? Probably. Will it be seen as cringy? Probably. But it made sense that they talked like teenagers. And this movie's been in production for a while, so I was surprised how like on the point like all the references were with all of it and how they felt like real teenagers.
Yeah, and also the references, they didn't like completely rub them in your face.
Yeah.
I mean, some people may think that the references were a bit too much. I mean, I didn't think they were too much at all. Like they kind of kept them like to the bare minimum at least. Like they weren't just like reference and all that kind of crap. Like they weren't just like that.
Yeah, I feel
it's
like
not
some
like those parody movies back in the late 2000s where they were just going reference after reference and it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know a lot of movies
where you get it.
Absolutely. I feel like some movies that I've seen recently will like shove references down your face and think, hey, this is like the funniest thing ever. We can, if we do references, it equals good comedy.
It's like,
but I feel like
when you see that, it's like you don't really know how comedy works.
Absolutely. And I love that they used them very sparsely, and when they were there, they all worked.
Especially Donatello's references to freaking Attack on Titan. Like that was funny.
I've never seen Attack on Titan, but even some of those were making me laugh.
Especially like when he saw the Attack on Titan stuff on a kid's locker when they were investigating inside the school. I was just like, bro, why does that feel so relatable to me? That's just perfect. Let's see. Jerry's in the chat. What's up, Jerry? And Tyler's in here. What's up, Tyler?
What's up, Tyler?
Thanks so much for being here, man. But Let's see. My number 4. Yep, I did tell this to Gavin. My number 4 is Oppenheimer. It's a fantastic movie. I don't care if it's too early to say it is, but Oppenheimer's a masterpiece.
I definitely think it's up there.
It's a masterpiece.
I give it, I think, a 9 out of 10, and I'm really looking forward to rewatching it. But I would say, I remember on my YouTube video, I said masterpiece in the thumbnail, and I do think it's probably the closest movie we've gotten to that, like, at its core, not just like individual, because I can see that people are like, I don't like Talk to Me. It's my favorite movie of the year. I get why some people won't like that, but for Oppenheimer, I would say that, yeah, I mean, pretty much everything was like perfect with it.
Yeah,
I just was taken out by a few-ish aspects, like like when it switched constantly from color to black and white. That was one of my little nitpicks with it. I just kind of took me out of it.
That's fine.
But again, I get why they did it, and I think for what they were trying to do, it mostly worked. But yeah, I would definitely say it. I think as of now, it has the highest potential to win Best Picture for sure.
I kind of hope it does, if I'm being honest. Like, I mean, it's probably going to sweep the Oscars anyway.
I know.
Well, we've got another contender coming out this weekend, being freaking Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be the big fight between Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon. Like,
oh yeah,
to be like the big contenders for Best Picture. I mean, there's another one I would think that I think could honestly fit that category that I'll talk about here in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And also another, I mean, there's definitely going to be Oscar contenders that are on my list, but it's like, they're definitely not all going to be nominated for Best Picture. Like, there's no fucking way.
Right.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like my number 3, my number 3. There's no way this film's not gonna this film is gonna get nominated for Best Picture, but I could see it getting nominated for Best Cinematography. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Absolutely, that movie was. I'm very, very excited. I think the physical release is in 2 weeks, and I'm so excited
on
to see
Halloween.
The movie
again. And I have my Steelbook pre-ordered, so
very awesome.
Wait.
I am someone that I haven't seen a single Mission Impossible film outside the Dead Reckoning, and that one I gave a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. I thought I wasn't confused for any of the characters, which I was surprised in the 7th entry in the franchise. I think it is.
Yeah.
I was not confused at all. So as a newcomer, I loved it. I'm so excited to see what Dead Reckoning Part 2 is, because I don't know where they're going from here, but I'm down for it.
Dude, that fucking motorcycle stunt, dude. I will.
Beautiful.
Oh God, like I just get anxiety from the feeling of it. Like, oh my God.
I feel like we saw most of it in the trailer, but
that was the one that they were mainly marketing. Yeah, that was the main.
Yeah, because it was like the biggest stunt in cinema history. Like,
yeah, I feel like even though we saw it so much in the trailer, I feel like it didn't like kind of impact how good the stunt actually was. That Dead Reckoning is the only movie I've seen in IMAX. I'm gonna see more, of course, but that was the first movie I saw in IMAX. And I mean, when that stunt hit and he goes off that mountain, that was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. So
it's amazing. And also that train sequence, like when they're basically someone just defying the laws of gravity.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Like you're just gripping your seat by that time, and it's just like
insanity.
Like your palms are just gonna get sweaty from the feeling of it. Like, holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2 is the most recent film I've seen on my list, Dumb Money.
I still haven't seen that one. I think they played it for like a week in my theater and pulled it, but I really want to see it. Shit.
AKA the most quotable thing in the entire movie, when everyone's like, "Holy fucking shit!" It's a pretty vulgar movie. Like, I'll just full warn you about that. It's vulgar.
I didn't even hear about the movie.
Because when we were on the way home, my dad called, and my mom said like this was literally my mom's reaction. She was like, "It was interesting," and she said it was a little bit more vulgar than she thought it was going to be. And I was just like, it doesn't surprise me, because I mean, a lot of the songs of the soundtrack and also the way that people talk in the movie. I mean, the movie, like, the story literally happened like about 2 or 3 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, what were you really expecting for vulgarity?
Fair. I didn't hear I didn't even know the movie was happening, and then when I went and saw Blue Beetle, they played the Red Band trailer ahead of it, and that was my first time hearing about it. And I watched the trailer, and I was like, "That looks really, really good." But my theater pulled it so quick, I didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah, I'm lucky my theater didn't pull it
great cast though, man. It has a great cast.
I saw Paul Dano in it, and I was like, "Oh, I got to see this." I
this
love
is another reason why I was saying for Oscar contenders, give Paul Dano his Oscar already, please. Give it to him.
I'm surprised was he nominated for Fabelmans last year for anything? Because I don't think
he was completely snubbed. He still has not gotten a single nod yet for the Oscars, and it baffles me.
Yeah, he was a great actor.
He was great in Fabelmans. I watched that
and
one.
the Batman. Don't.
Of course,
the Batman.
He was awesome as Riddler. As much as I kind of don't like where the movie goes in the finale, I don't like the big action scene. I think me and my brother always have a joke where the movie has 2 endings, a fourth act in a way.
No, but,
yeah.
I still enjoyed the movie, and he's probably is my favorite performance in the movie.
Let's see. There's other great performances from him. Prisoners.
Never seen it. I really want to though.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch Prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
What's another good one? Little Miss Sunshine. That's a good one. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. This movie right here is the one that actually introduced me to Paul Dano. Swiss Army Man.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Basically, where he's a guy who's gonna hang himself, and then he finds a corpse on the beach, which is Daniel Radcliffe, and he can fart.
Oh my! I've heard of that movie.
It's the farting corpse.
Who directed that one? I feel like the director was really.
It's the same 2 guys that made Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, the Daniels. I loved Everything Everywhere. That was easily my favorite movie last year. Wasn't? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was last year. Last year.
Yeah, it was last year. So if you loved Everything Everywhere All at Once, I think you're really gonna like Swiss Army Man.
For Prisoners, was that directed by? I always butcher his name. I completely forgot his name. Is it from the guy who directed Dune from 2021?
Yeah, Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, I always butcher his name, but I did really enjoy the directing for the movie, and I remember a lot of people were tweeting about it. I feel like a few weeks ago, and I don't remember why, but I was like, that looks really interesting, but I completely forgot to watch it. So
yeah, the cast in Dumb Money, one of the best ensembles of the year, besides obviously Asteroid City and Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah,
fantastic ensemble. You got Paul Dano, you got Pete Davidson. Which, by the way, guys, stop hating on Pete Davidson. He's funny.
I don't get it. I really don't get the hate behind him. I think he's
hilarious.
Fine. Yeah, I don't.
$11 million. What are you gonna do? Buy a Ferrari? What the fuck? That's not a spoiler because it's given in the trailer for Dumb Money. So.
Just because he fucked a Kardashian doesn't mean he's bad.
Thank you. Let's see who else is in it. Anthony Ramos.
Oh,
he's a really good actor, you guys.
Yeah,
he's really good.
He's pretty solid. Yeah,
I don't see him in much stuff because I remember the first thing I saw him in was Hamilton, and then I saw him in Transformers earlier this year, and I was like, he was
also in The Heights.
Oh right, I completely missed out on that one.
And there's Mike. You remember the other one? For some reason, I'm forgetting it.
Anthony Ramos. You said Transformers, In the Heights, and then
Hamilton.
Hamilton, yeah. What else did he shoot?
I remember it's an animated movie.
Came
out last year. Remember that? I forgot what the movie was.
Hang on. I'm pulling it up. Cheating a little bit, yeah. Oh, The Bad Guys.
Yes, that's right. It was The Bad Guys.
Yeah, yep. He was the Piranha.
Mr. Piranha.
Yep.
Surprise!
Oh yeah, he was.
Just the surprise attacks that he does.
Yeah.
Love it.
That movie was good.
Let's see. Also, Shailene Woodley's in it. Let's see. America Ferrara from Barbie also is in the movie.
Yeah.
Nick Offerman's in it. Who else is in it? Sebastian Stan.
Oh, he's in that one. I didn't see him in the trailer.
Yeah, he's Sebastian Stan is in Dumb Money.
Really? I didn't know
but
that.
Of course, my man, Seth Rogen.
I love Seth Rogen.
Like, seriously. Babe, how much did we make today? 5 million? How much did we lose today? 1 billion. Yesterday? 4 million? And yesterday? 1 billion. Babe,
That's a lot of money.
we're like really fucking rich.
I still don't get like I
That's
thought he
just,
was
like,
fine as I thought he was fine as Donkey
answers
Kong.
right there. That's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But,
I thought he
you're
was.
talking about, like with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I thought he was fine as Donkey Kong. Like
He's
the laugh
great.
was the laugh was I thought it was weird to have that as a punchline, but I thought he was good as Donkey Kong. I didn't really
That's
have an
always
issue
his
with that.
punchline, though, is his laugh. Like
Right.
that's always the punchline when it comes to Seth Rogen, especially in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers when he plays as that Viking guy that looks like he's motion like the worst motion capture.
Yeah, I wouldn't have like ever recognized his voice if it wasn't for his laugh in that.
Exactly. Like
I
it
completely
actually
forgot
looks
Chip
like
and
I'm
Dale
looking
happened.
right at you. Look in my eyes. Looking right at your eyes.
I completely
But
forgot
dude, I
Chip and
think
Dale
the real
happened.
show stealer of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was Will Arnett as Sweet Pete,
Yeah, a little bit.
the grown-up version of Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
I was always more of an Alvin and the Chipmunks person.
That was funny. I liked him a lot in
You
that.
monster. But isn't it kind of funny that the three acting roles that John Mulaney has done has been voice acting?
Not really, no.
He does seem like the kind of guy that would just lean towards voice acting more than like showing his face.
Yeah, because he did Spider-Man Across the Into the Spider-Verse, excuse me. Chip and Dale, and then Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. He was Big Jack Horner.
Right.
Let's
I want
see.
to go watch Puss in Boots
Comments
again.
here. We've been getting some comments here. Noah, my man, what's up, Noah?
That's good, Noah.
Thumbnails ready for the 500. That's right. Next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. 500 subscriber special hangout stream. So, by the way, I gotta thank everybody. Not just in the chat, but also to all of my fellow supporters for 500 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Seriously, like I really appreciate y'all.
I mean, that's crazy that I think you were talking about how you were like pretty close to 500 when you were when I was on the live show a few months ago, and then when I saw your tweet about it, I was like, oh my gosh, finally.
Yeah. Let's see. Poor Things might be. That was another one I was thinking might be a contender for.
That looks really, really good.
Some good Oscar nominations is Poor Things. That movie looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like modern day Frankenstein. Looks pretty solid.
I even told this to Justin at one point when we saw. I think it was The Creator. I think I was like, "Is it just me, or does Willem Dafoe look like Frankenstein?"
I mean, yeah,
he really does look like Frankenstein,
and he plays the character of Dr. Frankenstein. Yeah.
So there you go.
I was gonna say, isn't he in Poor Things?
Yeah, he's like the doctor. Yeah.
I thought I saw him in the trailer. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what trailer I got in front of Dumb Money that I'm really looking forward to, also coming out in November. Thanksgiving, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really, really interesting, because I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool.
Brutal as hell, though. Like brutal.
Yeah.
I'm worried. I don't think
really surprising though when you have a movie directed by Eli Roth.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna be able. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch that one in theaters, unfortunately.
Oh man.
I'm gonna try as hard as I can because I really, really want to see it. But dang, I don't know. I might have to wait till it goes to VOD.
Oh yeah, I know another one I'm looking forward to. Napoleon.
That one looks really crazy.
Epic.
One of my friends who like never watches like movies, like his last movie I think was a few years ago in the theaters. He was like, he's really excited for Napoleon. And I was like, I mean, Joaquin Phoenix, great actor. Ridley Scott I'm pretty sure Ridley Scott's directing Napoleon.
Yeah.
Yep, Ridley Scott.
I thought so. I mean, I've heard he's a great director. So I mean, all the stars are aligning to make it a great film. I mean, Vanessa Kirby's in it. She was great in Dead Reckoning. So
yeah, there you go. There's gotta be some other ones. Oh yeah, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's coming out next weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait.
I got some flack on Twitter because I said that the movie looks a little goofy, which I still think it does.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a dark comedy, so it's like,
right.
I get it.
I mean, it looks goofy as hell with the cupcake and shit, but like,
I know
I don't know why
literally
he's
seeing
eating
a
his face.
cupcake mauling a guy's face.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Does it look goofy? Yes. Will it be entertaining? I mean, 100%.
Hell yeah.
I mean, as a fan of the games, I mean, I played the games, so I know the lore that they're trying to poke at.
Mhm.
Like, I really don't think they're just trying to take the concept of a guy as a night watch security guard at a pizza place very seriously. They're actually trying to lean into the concept and actually have a lot of fun with it.
I know. I like that they have so much confidence in this movie because it is a franchise that it does. I'd say, especially if you want to know everything about it, like all the lore and stuff, it does take a while. But I like that they're embracing, like all of it. I mean, it seems like Jason Blum has a lot of confidence in it, especially. I mean,
Yeah.
I was kind of worried for Blumhouse because they were like really really hyping up Exorcist Believer, which I am in the minority. I liked Believer. That one's not doing so well. But I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is projected, I think, 90 million domestically opening weekend. So
That's not
It
too bad.
could, because
Yeah.
I mean,
it's gonna make it for Exorcist like in the entire like 400 million anyway. So I don't think Blum's worried.
yeah,
worried.
exactly.
Well,
I
the
mean,
thing
I
is
can
about
already tell.
Blumhouse, the thing about Blumhouse that makes them so successful is the fact that they make movies for the cheap and they make bank.
Exactly.
Like
That's because,
Megan,
like,
I think only
Universal-
costs like, I'm
But
pretty
it
sure
also
Megan only costs like
helps the
15 million or
fact
something like that.
But it also helps the fact that Universal, like, we get like a lot of sequels and franchises from Universal, so that we could actually get more original content,
Mhm.
like Cocaine Bear, like Renfield, like Violent Night. So
Yeah, that
it's
it
not
makes
like
them. And then when those movies bomb, Blumhouse swoops in and says, "Hey, I got your money."
Yeah, because didn't
they've given us
Insidious?
good films though. They have given us good movies, like
Yeah.
The Black Phone.
I loved The Black Phone. That
Yeah,
was
Black Phone
I
is awesome.
rewatched that on
I
a
love
flight.
The Black Phone.
I was rewatching that on a flight recently. I think it was 2 days ago. I was flying back from Orlando, and I was like, "Well, I got nothing else to watch." I watched a documentary called "The Devil on Trial," which is on Netflix. It wasn't very good, but and I was like, "Well, I still got like probably an hour and a half to kill. I'll watch The Black Phone." And yeah, I mean, I got sucked into it again, and I watched it like 3 times. Oh, that's an awesome shirt! Wow.
Yeah, you
Well,
said
that's
that one was
Fright
from
Rags, baby.
Yeah, Fright Rags. I got to order from
Yeah.
there at some point.
So if you guys really do love The Black Phone, especially like for someone like me, get that shirt. Like,
I remember I heard that they had a really cool steelbook coming up, but I don't think it's where I don't think it's being carried where I live, which sucks. So I might have to.
I think it's only overseas.
that was
Or
my
like
guess.
or like a weird retailer like the Manta Lab shit or whatever. I don't.
Yeah, Manta
remember.
Lab. I think
Yeah.
that's an overseas thing. I think.
Yeah, I don't remember. Because I had the movie on Blu-ray and then I like got it one day because I didn't know where it went, and like the entire disc was like scratched up, so I got to buy a new copy of it. But I'm probably just gonna buy the 4K version of it. So
I might get the 4K version. I don't know, but
I've heard the 4K kind of looked like shit, but
well, then I'm sticking with my Blu-ray. Then thank you for telling me.
yeah.
I
Just
gotta
But,
buy the film again though, because I don't mind it. It's one of Blumhouse's like probably top 10 for sure.
I remember seeing a video
my
over it,
personal
but I
favorite from them.
don't
That's the one I
remember.
rewatched the most because I
Uh-oh.
think I've seen it like about 8 times now.
Oh wow,
In
yeah. I mean,
total.
it's pretty rewatchable.
Phenomenal.
I'd say. For its like heavy topic, I'd say it's really, really rewatchable.
Yeah. Hey Luke, SML posted a new video, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh fucking shit! I saw that, but I didn't watch the video. I saw the notification because I have my notifications turned on. I still haven't watched the video yet.
All right, let me just
I
look
still
up.
haven't caught up with their newer stuff. But I forgot to mention my number one, which Mike already knows.
Past
This
lives.
is the other one. This is the other one that is my contender to go for Best Picture. Past Lives.
I still have to watch that one. I'm trying to look for a Blu-ray, but I'm only seeing the DVD like everywhere. But I wanna get it on Blu-ray and watch it because I've heard such good things about it.
It's my personal favorite film of the year so far. I mean, Dumb Money was honestly giving it competition for a little bit, but then I'm like, nah, this one hit me harder.
Yeah, that's fair.
But Dumb Money could potentially be number one in my book, but we'll see. Jared, what the hell, Jared? You're the same punchline. How is the money dumb? Hey Jason, Mr. Jason Entertainment. What's up,
What's up,
Jason?
Jason?
What's up, Jason? Oh, what's
And
up,
my buddy
Jason?
Jacob Hubbard's in the chat and said, "Oh, Jacob, you're making me a little bit more excited to see Killers of the Flower Moon." Because I remember when him and I have done some FaceTime calls, he was like, I remember every time he was telling me he was jumping up and down for Killers of the Flower Moon. Can't blame him though.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite things that comes out about like all the stuff with the new Martin Scorsese film is like the Marvel discourse, especially I thought was hilarious this past few weeks when people are like, he doesn't think Marvel's cinema. Some Marvel movies are cinema, I'd say, but there are quite a few that
Ragnarok.
Yeah, I love Ragnarok. I rewatched that one I think a few months ago. And I still love it. I think it's great, but there are so many Marvel movies that are like top tier. And so many that are so bad that I'm kind of like flipped on it. I just think it's funny that people are getting mad that the 90-year-old doesn't like Marvel movies.
I mean, he's been in the industry for years,
right?
Yeah, so he has like room to say it.
So I can give him a pass for it. Like,
yeah,
it's like he's been in the game for years, and then I know Luke, this is probably gonna piss you off, but Rachel Zegler.
Dude, shut up.
I know, but she's getting just as much backlash, and I think it's kind of funny that Martin Scorsese is getting a lot less backlash for saying shit like that than Rachel Zegler is, but
kind of fair.
Dude, how many times have I told you to stop bringing that up?
Okay, but I'm just saying.
She's not doing Disney well for press with Snow White, like at all.
But that doesn't mean I'm still not going to support her as like an actress or anything like that. That's not going to say anything.
I mean,
I still think she's a good actress. Like that's
look at like West Side Story. Like she's phenomenal in West Side Story.
Yeah, and then I mean, there's also the difference between who they are as an actual person and their acting chops, but like,
right. I feel like some stuff she said.
But then again,
like,
though, that's not. You can't really judge me for having that kind of an opinion, though. You know
what I'm saying?
I mean,
I can't. No,
for sure. I feel like some of the stuff she said, I was like, fair. I kind of get where she was coming from. I think she's kind of phrased it really, really poorly, though.
Yeah, and
that's kind of the only thing that's. But again, though, I understand where she's coming from. Just the way she said it, like.
Yeah, the way she said it, and also the fact that it was like. She was hired to, like, be in this role to, like, remake a very important movie, and she's just gonna shit on it. Like,
exactly.
It just puts a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, because she says some really good stuff there. Like, hey, if I'm gonna like be there for so long, I deserve to be paid what I should be paid. But then you're also saying that you hate the original movie, which is kind of weird. Like, why would you take a role of a remake of a movie that you hate? That's just kind of weird.
Yeah, that just puts a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah,
that's why I keep bringing it up.
What really should be putting a bad taste in your mouth is how bad of a person Ezra Miller is. Boom.
I mean, they're both like half decent actors, but like they're kind of shit.
But who would be worse though? Who's worse?
I mean, Ezra Miller, obviously, because he did a lot.
Yeah.
Boom.
See, now you get my point.
But who's also been in the industry for longer? Ezra Miller.
But I can already tell that Zegler's a better actress because of her acting chops in West Side Story. So boom.
I don't know. Ezra Miller is fucking phenomenal in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
I mean, the Flash is good too, but I mean,
he was pretty decent.
At the same time, it's like his, but at the same time, it's like his character is like pretty damn selfish. Where it's like
that's the point of the movie. That's the point of his character, though, is for the character arc. Because,
but then at the same time, he could have. But then when you really think about it, though, he could have been a little less selfish. About
I don't know, like
using his way of time travel.
Yeah, but that's what sets the motion forth in the movie. That's what makes the story happen, is his selfishness. So plot convenience maybe, but they wouldn't have
I feel like for the Flash, especially movies like it with like all the time travel stuff and the reasons to get there, I think most of them are very, very messy. And I can look past some of it. Like some of it, I'm like, okay, I see where it's coming from. Sometimes I don't know if I would necessarily time travel and change every single thing about the world necessarily.
Right.
But I do see somewhere where it's coming from. I'm a Flash defender.
Right.
I
love-
gave it
I
a 10
love
when I
the-
first watched it, and then I rewatched it.
I mean, I'm a Flash defender now too, so there you go.
Yeah,
Right.
I love
watched it.
I love the shit with when they reference Back to the Future and having
Eric Stoltz in it.
Yeah, Eric Stoltz, because like, you know, originally it wasn't supposed to be Michael J. Fox, it was supposed to be Eric Stoltz as Marty.
That
Yeah,
that was great.
But in the right universe, it's Michael J. Fox. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I still love the Flash as a movie, but I
but
get
you
a lot
gotta
of the
admit
stuff.
though, there is problems with the movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. Like when I gave
mean,
it a 10, I
CGI.
was like, "Oh yeah, this movie, it's great, it's great." And then when I was like starting to rethink, I basically rebuilt my entire rating scale where like I want to like rarely give 10s to movies, and I was like, I don't. And when I was looking back on it, I was like, okay, I'd still give Talk to Me a 10. I'd still give
Amen.
Mission Impossible a 10. I'd still give Oppenheimer like a 9, but it's really, really close to being at a 10. But The Flash, I think I lowered that in my Change in Opinions video. I think I changed that to like an 8.5, which I think is a much more fair score for the movie because
I mean, it sure ain't like the greatest comic book film of all time, like some people have made it out to be. Like, if you tell me that it's the greatest comic book movie of all time, it better be on the levels of fucking the Suicide Squad, the Batman, or the Dark Knight. On that level.
I've seen a
Okay.
lot of
Flash does
slander
not
for
reach
the.
that level whatsoever.
I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of slander for the Suicide Squad recently, and no, I've seen the movie
No,
like 20
disagree
times.
entirely.
Yeah.
Some of my friends who aren't comic book movie fans, I showed it to them because we wanted to watch something, and they loved it. The Suicide Squad's probably the best DC EU movie, at least for
Yeah.
me.
I showed that movie
It
to my
sure is. I mean,
I showed the Suicide Squad to my freaking grandpa, and he was like, "Holy shit, that was hilarious!"
but this is like the biggest hot take on my family. They like the 2016 version more.
Really?
Because my mom really told me that there was pretty much no point for what they were doing in the new one, and I was like, no,
there was like that was like the Star guy Starro. He was gonna freaking like start an apocalypse in freaking South America, so there was a reason.
Exactly. So
Right.
that was the point. But in the 2016 version, it just felt like after the first act, it just felt like one gigantic second act, like for no reason. Like you could just take the entire stuff in the city and just have it just in one entire act.
Yeah.
And I was just like, where's your third act? This is just a gigantic second act with no third act.
Yeah.
I don't like that 2016 version anymore. I used to like it back when I first saw it, but when I rewatched it back when the Suicide Squad came out, I was like, what the hell is this?
Right. You know, if
So
I
bad.
wasn't so enveloped in watching horror movies this month, I would 100% freaking rewatch the Suicide Squad tonight.
But obviously we're talking about
Oh my
the
God.
Suicide Squad, because
Right,
the
the
clue is in
Suicide
the
Squad.
name.
Right.
Right.
Let's see. Maybe, but that's not going to hide the fact that it might be great.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard some of the box
I mean,
office
look at
predictions.
Grant. Like my buddy Grant. He put this in the chat. It says number 3 of the year.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, wow. But
Like when I
mean,
saw that,
also
I
it
was like,
makes sense.
damn, dude. I thought it would be like on the level of like where he put
Like
something
Oppenheimer.
like
and
where he
shit.
put Dumb Money or Bottoms. In some ways, I didn't think it would be like up there with Past Lives or Of an Age on his list. So, but damn.
Here's my thing with-
But then when I saw that, I was like, now I really got to see this movie.
My thing with the Killers of the Flower Moon is I was like, this movie looks great. There's a lot of hype for it, but I think it's going to be tough to get people to go see. Keep in mind the movie's like $200 million. I think it's going to be hard to get people, even if they're excited for it, to go out to the theater and be there for the 3 hours and 26 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Because even if it's
Exactly.
good, a lot of people don't want to sit there. They want to be able to pause it, which I love the theater experience. I typically don't pause movies, even if I'm at home watching them. But again,
Right.
I get why people are like, I'll just wait for it to come to home media, which I get the kind of low box office.
Well, it's
predictions. I
also kind
think
of the
that-
same thing with Oppenheimer, because I mean, Oppenheimer's 3 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that
everybody
one
wanted
made
to
like
see.
900 million. I was
Well,
expecting them to
it
make
was-
Well,
like
it's deserved
500.
though, because it's Christopher Nolan.
Okay,
True.
the thing is though, I don't think it was just Christopher Nolan that made that movie get money. a lot of it I feel like was actually backed by Barbie because it was the Barbenheimer craze.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So-
that's probably true. But also the fact that it's Christopher Nolan. Like,
I mean, yeah, Christopher Nolan's awesome, but I mean, look at Tenet. That was the movie
Tenet
that,
came out during COVID, so I mean,
Yeah,
that it wasn't technically. So there was no
Yeah.
way that it wasn't going to make back its budget because of COVID. So,
right.
but with Oppenheimer, we kind of figured it would make its budget back because it was coming out at the right time.
Oh yeah, it
Mhm.
definitely was.
Yeah.
I'm not even a fan of Christopher Nolan, but I was like, wow, this is great because I would classify myself as a fan of Christopher Nolan after Oppenheimer, but I'm in the very very small minority that doesn't really like The Dark Knight. I think it's fine, but I even saw it in the re-release.
I have an interesting relationship with Christopher Nolan because I love a lot of his movies and I think he's a cool guy, but I've never been like, wowza, Christopher Nolan is like the next Scorsese. Like he's one of the greatest directors ever. I just think that he's a really, really good director. He's got a lot of awesome movies, but I've never been like any of his movies in like my top 10 of all time. I mean, I love The Dark Knight. I love Inception. I love Oppenheimer. Tenet's awesome. Interstellar's in my top 20. That's like his one exception in there. But it's not like where I have like 7 of his movies in my top 10 of all time.
That's fair. I've seen a few of his. I've seen Batman Begins and Dark Knight. I haven't seen Rises yet, and then I've seen Inception and of course Oppenheimer. But I saw Dark Knight on the re-release in the theaters for Batman Day, and I still felt like the same of it on my first watch. I was like, it's fine. I mean, it's really well acted. Heath Ledger, of course, is a great Joker. But
Right.
I mean, I just don't love it as much as everybody else does. Even Inception, I gave that one a 5 out of 10 just because I really enjoyed the first half of it, but I really didn't like the second half of it. But I mean, of course, Leonardo
The second
DiCaprio's
half
great.
of Inception will definitely split viewers because it's a very divisive second. I mean, like
it's a ballsy
second half
second
will
half.
make or break the movie for you.
Yeah, especially the ending. The ending is so ambiguous that it's gonna split.
The ending just leaves you. The ending just leaves you wanting more.
Right.
Yeah, because I loved that there was like a slow burn for like the first hour and a half, and then they go like full like action movie for the second half, and I thought that was
I
a
love
weird
the action in the
choice.
second half though. The freaking
But
hallway
also another
sequence.
thing about the action in Inception, it's not fully reliant on the action. Like,
right.
because a lot of people, because it's original and it's a blockbuster at the same time. Like as to quote John Flickinger, like it's one where you really got to pay attention to what's happening on screen rather than just explosions going on in the background. Because that's what Christopher Nolan does. He really wants you to really pay attention to his movies.
Right.
I will say, as much as I didn't really like the second act, that hallway sequence probably in the split half of it, I'd say. I loved that hallway sequence.
Yeah.
Like transitioning into the bedroom where they're all like floating around and moving from wall to wall. I loved that. I love that set piece.
That is
Like,
a
that was
highlight
great.
sequence. Yeah. I definitely say out of all of his movies, check out Interstellar though, because that movie is fantastic.
I really gotta watch that one. I don't think it's
I
streaming.
mean, I really like Interstellar, but this is the controversial take that really will get me murdered.
Mm-hmm.
That's my least favorite Nolan movie is Interstellar.
Stick 'em up, Buster.
Sorry, guys. Interstellar is my least favorite.
I have too many
Like,
hot
I
takes.
really like Interstellar. Don't get me wrong. Performances, the visuals are all fantastic. And also the cinematography, the editing, the writing,
The
great.
score.
The score, yes. But it was too slow for me, and also the ending did not do anything for me. I thought the ending was stupid.
I love the ending.
I've had too
So-
many hot takes. I'm surprised I still have people that like watching my videos at this point. I mean, I made a whole video.
I mean,
hot
I definitely
takes.
have hot takes up my sleeve. I'll tell you that. I definitely have hot
that-
takes up my sleeve.
I have a fair amount, I think, but some of them have gotten better with age. I think because
I mean, this year alone, I have a ton. I mean, like, I don't like Barbie. I really watched most of it. Actually,
Well,
tonight.
that's not really. I wouldn't really say that's a hot take though, because that's kind of a polarizing movie for a lot of people.
a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
That's fair.
It was-
I was surprised because like so many people I've seen like love it. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I actually bought
That's fine.
I bought it today, I bought it today and I watched it with my mom and we probably made it through half of it and she looks over at me and she's like, "We don't have to finish this, you know." She didn't even like it either.
Oh,
And I was like,
damn.
all right,
Damn,
but
dude.
I mean, I was like, and it's fine, you know, if you don't want to watch this movie,
Oh.
we're probably gonna go see.
Oh,
Killers
yeah,
of the Flower Moon, so.
This is the take that I sent this to my group chat on Instagram. Mike knows this.
Mhm.
I pissed off Grant.
Oh yeah,
I
reality.
pissed him off because
yeah.
of my 2.5-star rating for one of his favorite films of the year, Reality. That's on HBO, or that's on Max. And I'm sorry, man. It wasn't my cup of tea.
That's what Sydney Sweeney, right?
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney's in that one. It just wasn't my kind of movie.
Someone said on freaking Instagram, like on one of those anonymous messages things, it was like, who would you what's up, Jared? What's up, my
Jared, my man.
But the question, I think it was like, who would you ship with me? And someone said Sydney Sweeney. I was like, you're talking. I think someone else said, like, 2 other people said like Kim Kardashian or something like
I know.
that.
I saw that. I saw so many I saw so many Kardashians on that thing. I was laughing so much at some of them. I will admit. I was like, this is funny.
But what's another? I know this is. I'm trying to think of another hot take that will piss a lot of people off.
I gotta think of one. Oh, I'm not a huge fan of Election, the Matthew Broderick movie.
Darn, Jared. Jared said he's got one.
What's that, Jared?
Everybody loves the film. I just do not care for it. Super bad.
Oh, yeah.
No. I am McLovin.
That is a spicy one.
I love Superbad.
One of my recent ones.
Jokes are pretty much outdated, and no characters are really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I felt like that was the point, though, because you're basically following characters in high school that are pretty much dickbags.
Yeah, they're assholes. Yeah,
but it's like high school. But it's like none of them you can't help but laugh, though. That's the thing, though, right, Mike?
Yeah.
I went to high school. None of them act like that.
I don't know. I got some.
No, I've actually got plenty of people in my school that have acted like that.
Yeah, I've got some rowdy folk over here.
So yeah, see, I mean, there's plenty of people that act like that. So, I'm trying to think of another.
Oh, I think main one that I think might get me in trouble. I think that The Ring is like very middle of the road.
I couldn't even finish that. I was so bored during that one.
I know this is another hot take I have with regards to horror films. The twist did not do anything for me for Sleepaway Camp. Nothing.
You see, I have a funny story.
It did not even like blow me away because I'll be honest with y'all, I saw that twist coming a mile away.
Oh, really?
I know the twist. I still haven't seen the movie though.
I saw that twist in Sleepaway Camp coming from a mile away.
See, I have a funny story about The Ring though. I remember I was watching it with one of my friends, like just one afternoon, because we're like, yeah, why not? We threw it in on his.
Let's see. Goose says Ledger's the. No, definitely
not.
No way.
Definitely not. But yeah, I remember.
The MVP is almost an hour late.
Drew? What's up, Drew?
What's up, man?
Even when you take Ledger out, it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. John's in the chat. What's up? No.
Okay, so anyway.
Hold on a second.
Oh shit.
Is that the same Goose that likes Expendables? Because if it is, get out of here.
I thought about seeing that one. I'm so glad.
Gavin, don't.
Yeah, I was gonna.
There's a steelbook for it.
Yeah, the steelbook.
Not getting that steelbook. Yeah. I'm gonna
There's
have
the
to
Amazon exclusive.
I have the first 3.
Walmart exclusive.
Okay, the Amazon exclusive doesn't look half bad, and I'm pretty sure if they keep doing what they've done with the Amazon exclusives, it might be lenticular. So I think it would look pretty sick. Not gonna lie, but
I'm saying though, I'm gonna have to get it because I own the first 3. But am I ever gonna watch it again? No,
probably not.
I'm glad I chose not to watch it because I mean,
Gavin. I'm just gonna say you're a smart man for that.
I've told
I
the story
watched-
before. I've told the story before, but I was gonna go see that my birthday weekend because it came out like right before my birthday, and then like right before I was like booking tickets, I heard like really shitty reviews, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna steer clear of that one.
I mean, especially if you saw Grant and I's spoiler review, we tore that movie a new
Yeah.
asshole. So
Yeah.
because last movie, because a lot of you guys are like, hey, it sucks, don't watch it, was Meg to the Trench, and I watched it, and Luke, especially, you were right about that
Yeah.
movie. Oh
I
my
haven't
god,
that
seen it
movie was
yet.
so boring.
I was like, I'm gonna get the steel book. That's when I'm gonna watch it. I own the first one, so I'm probably gonna pick it up eventually. But man, how do you make a movie about like what 3 giant sharks and then there's some dinosaurs in there and then there's a giant octopus and it's the most boring movie. It's one of the most boring movies of the year.
Yeah, I'm
And
probably
plus,
gonna
all
end
of
up.
the creature stuff and creature and shark stuff that you saw in the trailers is all you will get in the movie.
Yeah, it's in like what
That is
last
not
half an
lying.
hour.
Like you
Yeah.
will all like that. That is all you will get.
I'm probably just gonna end up watching
No,
it like next month. or
Goose,
something
you're
like
kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Top 10 out of 51? Hell no.
Even Drew, viewer Drew likes Expendable 4.
No, Jared, it's called Expendables. It's not Expendables 4. It's Expendables. Jacob.
That. Enjoy my trains. What the hell?
I gave it a cold. Do not throw a shoe at my head. Do not throw a shoe at me. There you go, Jacob. That's my Jeff Goldblum stuff for you. But Gavin, I did want to tell you, there's a couple other movies out there where it's like you shouldn't even bother just watching them, because I mean, I remember when I saw one of your Blu-ray hunting videos, you bought the new Children of the Corn movie.
Yes.
Woof, dude, that was.
I don't know.
Did you even finish it yet or no?
Nope. It's just been sitting on my shelf the whole time. I have not touched it since. I haven't even considered it.
Good. Don't finish it. Just don't. It's terrible.
I recently started,
especially when you get to especially if you get to the third act of that movie, you will just lose your mind. You will just be like, ah! Like you will just want to just like punch holes in the wall for whatever reason.
I recently started Pet Sematary Bloodlines. I think it was a week ago, and it gave me like kind of the same vibe that I was getting from Children of the Corn. Still haven't finished Bloodlines, but I mean,
well, good. You're doing yourself a favor also.
I disagree. That movie was kind of fun.
Really, dude? Really?
Yeah, really. I like that movie, man. I'm sorry.
Fine. Whatever.
Another one of my hot takes, especially for this year, was Blood and Honey, because I hated that movie.
Well,
when I
I'll tell
first
you this
watched
though.
it.
Mike, unmute yourself for a second.
Sorry, I was watching some videos on Instagram.
So I remember Mike, we should talk about the conversation that you and I had about Blood and Honey a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, because it was like more enjoyable than we gave it credit for.
We saw, because I was looking on 2023 lists on Letterboxd, and I looked at yours, and I saw that Blood and Honey was moved up a few spots, and Nefarious is at number 1 for worst of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, did you move up Blood and Honey?
Yep.
I wasn't meaning that to be like a dick or anything like that, because that's fine. Like, because after you and I had that discussion, I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's
not that terrible.
I mean, it's terrible still. Like, it's really bad, but it's like, despite the fact that it takes itself so dead ass seriously, I kind of appreciated it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially for me, on like objectivity level for my rankings, I was like, yeah, I mean, I gave it a 4. It's gonna go towards the bottom of my list. But like personal enjoyment, I bought that Steelbook. Still love the Steelbook. I rewatched it. I still have I can recognize it's a terrible movie, but I still have such a good time with it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to rewatch it on Peacock, but I'm also kind of tempted to buy that Steelbook because it looks like a sick Steelbook, and
I mean,
honestly, I
own it too. So
I
I
know.
could
I
pull
saw
that
it when
one
you
out for,
posted that you bought it. I was like, I mean, one, he's probably gonna buy it because it's a steelbook. But I was also like surprised
Well, and
that you
also,
bought it.
here's another thing about me, Gavin. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for both Shout Factory and Scream Factory. So
I love
I'm
Scream
a sucker,
Factory especially. Yeah,
yeah,
they're great.
I could see myself pulling that one out for like a boys' night or something like that. I'm just imagining like the fucking pool scene. Like one of my friends is gonna be like, "Auga!"
bro, like I thought they were gonna say the wood chipper scene, like when Winnie the Pooh just rips up the girl's shirt off. Like
Maybe,
That was
yeah,
so-
I don't know.
Hey,
I watched
are you
that
looking at my
movie
boob?
I watched that movie with my grandma. I was not expecting to see that. I watched that I forgot that happened. Second time I watched it, me and my grandma, we love watching scary movies. I was like, why not? It's on digital. I'll watch it. I forgot that happened. It was awkward, but she had a good time with the movie. I was pretty surprised. She liked it.
seriously, like this is one of those reasons where I'm just like the filmmakers just need to grow up, because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, dude, we get it. You love tits.
You know,
Yeah.
another kind of awkward moment, like kind of related to that, was I went to go see Oppenheimer with my grandpa, and fucking Sloppenheimer, fucking Florence Pugh, bro.
Dude, oh my, that was so awkward. I went and saw the movie with my mom.
That
and
that also felt awkward to me because I
Yeah.
told the story before, but there's this family of four people sitting in front of me, a mother and a father and their two kids.
Mhm.
One of them looked like he was about like 15 or 16, about high school age, so that's fine. But
That's
the other one was like
high.
about 10 or 11.
Ooh.
So anytime it cut to a nude scene in the movie, especially with Florence Pugh, I saw the mother in front of me basically covering the 11-year-old's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw the movie with my mom, and I was just watching the movie, and then like the scene came on where they're just like both just sitting in the chairs, just like talking casually, like nothing's going on, like they're not both butt naked, and that was like, it was funny for me, but I look over at my mom and she's just looking at me the whole time, not even watching the movie, she's just looking at me, and it was funny and it was awkward, but I don't know, I still love the movie, it was still funny, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I had
Just
I had
that part where it's just like, yeah, that's awkward.
I had a goofy conversation a couple weeks ago about that movie. Me and my friend and his dad were talking about it, and we ended up getting to the conversation of Florence Pugh, and his dad was like, "Yeah, I think everyone can agree that she's kind of hot." And I said, "She's got some weird tits, bro."
We're just go on to that subject when we were literally talking about that scene in Blood and Honey, where we're basically just Winnie the Pooh just like rips the girl's shirt off, and then whoop, tits.
Yep.
Schloppenheimer is like the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah, that was.
Why does that sound like porn? Like,
It's
I
so
mean,
funny to me.
yeah,
I don't know
mean,
why.
that's-
It's not even that like creative. I just think it's
Yeah.
I think it's just so funny.
It's like it. I mean, you've seen the memes though, where it's like, J. Robert Oppenheimer while he's getting to Sloppenheimer, and it's like
Yeah,
some
it's
like
so funny.
goofy meme. Yeah.
but I'm trying to think of another. Okay, here's another scene that just confuses me. Like what were they thinking in Blood and Honey? Like, you remember the scene when Alice gets the machete stuck in her mouth? Like not even a couple minutes later, after that happened, she's still screaming after she's dead. And I was just like, oh, come on. You could not even. What the hell?
It's a so bad it's good moment, man.
While we're like talking about Blood and Honey, I gotta know what you guys think of what we know about the second one so far.
Honestly,
it looks kind of
the
solid.
designs don't look that bad this time.
I know.
No.
Well, because they have like because apparently they like hired an editor, and it's not just Frank Waterfield doing like
And
the writing.
increase
He's not
the
even doing the
budget.
writing anymore. I heard. Like
Right.
apparently it's like an actual. Like no offense to the other movie, but this one seems like it's actual like a production, and I think this movie might
And it's
actually be.
looking like they're actually going to lean into the concept a little bit more.
I know because
Yeah.
now Piglet doesn't look just like they both don't look like just like a guy in a mask.
Well,
Right,
I mean,
and
Piglet
Piglet's
looks fucking
dead,
cool.
so like,
I know.
Yeah,
Apparently
yeah.
he's back in this one though. Apparently he's coming back.
how?
I don't know. I
He
think
got
they're
his
just
freaking
going
neck
with it.
snapped by a goddamn sledgehammer.
I know, and then they recasted Christopher Robin for some reason. But again, we're getting an owl in this one. We got Tigger in this one. I know a lot of people.
Finally, but here's another issue, like a big issue I had with the first Blood and Honey. Where was Tigger?
So
if you introduce Owl, Rabbit, Eeyore, Piglet, and Winnie the Pooh, where's Tigger?
See, that was interesting, and I was like, because I was like, you got Pooh and Piglet, what happened? And then I figured it out. Tigger wasn't in public domain yet, but he's coming in January of next year is when he's in public domain. So they're able to use him for this one. And I know a lot of people are like, he doesn't look like Tigger. Well, in the original book that's now public domain, he isn't like fully orange either in the original book.
He looks gnarly as hell in this one though.
He looks. I know my brother is like he looks so bad.
It does look like practical makeup rather than just masks.
Yeah. I know the original one for Winnie the Pooh, the first one, they just like bought masks. This one, I mean Winnie the Pooh, I think Winnie and especially Tigger, I think they look pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They look menacing as hell. Like I'll tell you this though, really quick. Basically what the masks felt like in Blood and Honey, I'm telling you this. It felt like I could buy this kind of mask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking Spirit Halloween, which is exactly where I got this mask.
I mean, they probably could have done that. I mean, they probably just like filmed it in October or September while Spirit Halloween was open. Just like, oh look.
Well, no,
Winnie the Pooh
they
mask.
did the public domain rights until
this year because
January
I mean they couldn't. Well, actually, was it 2022?
Yeah, so they
well, I'm pretty sure they could have filmed it. I'm pretty sure they could have filmed it like before it went into public domain, but couldn't release it.
Yeah, so what was happening with the movie is that the studio Jagged Edge and then the producer and director were like, our movies haven't been doing well. We're gonna do a horror movie. So they wrote apparently like all of it out and they did all of it. This was all on like the BTS features on the Blu-ray, but they were like they apparently planned all of it out and then they looked and they were like, oh wait, Winnie the Pooh's in the public domain now. So we'll just do that. And then they shot the movie in 1 week entirely. And then when everything started like trending on social media, when like the first images went out and all that kind of stuff, the studio increased their budget. So they did reshoots. So I think they shot it before it went into public domain, but then announced it after it was fully in public domain. And then they did reshoots. So interesting story with the movie.
Probably why, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know why they decided to admit that they only gave it like a 10-day shoot. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of masks that you can buy at Spirit Halloween.
Actually, no, I got this at a Walmart, but yeah, regardless.
On my new set, I kind of like some masks at Spirit Halloween. On my new set, I'm still building it all. Like I have a full wall dedicated to posters, and then I got, of course, all my movies and stuff where I've been shooting my new videos. But I got like 3 or 4 Michael Myers masks, and then I got the classic, and then the aged, and then the chrome ghost face mask. And I want to put those on my shelf somewhere. I'm just running out of room.
Yeah.
Run, bitch, run!
Speaking of Halloween or Spirit Halloween, I ended up getting I can't pull it off right now, but I got 2 of these bad boys. So this is
nice.
the Jason one, and then I got a Michael Myers one, but it's hanging up on my wall, so I can't grab it. And then I also got this pretty neat little sign right here.
I saw that. There was like the one like sign they have out there is the Bates Motel one, and I really, really want it. But like none of them, I can't tell if they're working or not because some of the lights just weren't working. But I think they look so cool, and I love the original Psycho. And I think it would just look so awesome on the set. But I don't know if they're working or not. But I mean, for Halloween, I can't believe they're already doing more stuff with the franchise, even though Halloween Ends came out last year.
Yeah. And also speaking of Bates Motel, they had welcome rugs like right at the entrance of the store that you could buy, and they had a Bates Motel one,
like
and I really wanted to get it. Yeah, like actual welcome rugs. And I really wanted to get the Bates Motel one.
Why does it sound so weird though when it's like you're literally going into like the worst motel in the world?
Right? Yeah, but I really wanted to get that though because I think that would look kind of cool. But I didn't end up getting it, unfortunately, but regardless, I thought it was kind of cool.
I'm definitely going to Spirit Halloween at least one more time before they close because I got to get a few. I want to get a few more stuff I saw there. That's some cool like hoarder themed wreaths too. I don't really like wreaths. I think they're kind of weird. But like there was a cool Texas Chainsaw one with like a picture of the family in the middle, and then like it was like with all different like bones, fake bones and stuff making it. And I was like, that looks really cool. Love Texas Chainsaw. So that looked pretty cool. And then of course the things they have on the door, I think also look really, really cool. Like that you can put on your door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Hold on just a couple minutes. I'm just trying to get something.
Are you running?
Thank you.
Run.
No, you're not gonna do that on me. You ain't gonna do that to me.
Run, bitch.
Run, bitch, run.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't know. Why have you been using that joke so much?
That is a good question.
I think I've seen.
Grant, by the way, that was on Grant. I'll just say that.
I think I've seen Scary Movie like 4 times this year. It's one of my guilty pleasure movies for sure. I love the original Scary Movie.
I think I saw that one at a Goodwill today. I don't remember. Yeah,
I like the second one more though, if I'm being honest.
I've seen the first 3, and I don't like part 2. I hate part 3, but I love the first one. I think it's so funny each time I watch it.
I think I've only seen the first.
Yes, Mom, will you get out of there, please?
First 3. The first 3
fine.
are pretty decent.
I'm working.
Is even the like original cast, like the 2 that survived, are they even in the 5th one? Because I looked at all the marketing stuff and I don't see them anywhere on it.
Nope.
They should honestly bank off the requel trend, do Scary Movie 6, and make fun of like the whole stuff. I would love to see the original cast return, do a whole requel base. I know people are tired of requel stuff. I thought it was pretty obnoxious in The Exorcist, but I know we're getting a lot, but I would love to see Scary Movie 6 like bank off that. I think that'd be so funny.
I thought we already had Scary Movie 6 when it was called A Haunted House 2.
I've never seen either of the Haunted House movies, but
no, I think
they're
have
okay. But the second one, though, the second one was just too much.
Mm.
Tell him the dog is white. Tell him the dog is white. Like, the only real laugh that it got out of me was just that one scene right there when Marlon Wayans was screaming, "Tell him the dog is white." But seriously, but the dumbest thing though, he humps an Annabelle doll.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know, that era of spoof comedies is not great.
Like,
a lot of it is just really offensive nowadays, especially like it'd be hard to do. Like if they release Scary Movie now, it would definitely go.
Like for this century is Black Dynamite.
I mean, like the Scary Movie, Epic Movie, like those movies. I don't like Adventure Movie or whatever. Like I don't. Yeah.
Disaster movie.
Yeah, disaster movie. It is a disaster.
I'll just say this: it only got just one small chuckle out of me. Disaster movie. Otherwise, it might be the worst comedy I've ever seen.
Wow.
Like Sewing Scoop?
Like seriously, you want to know what the only chuckle was?
What was that?
When it was the night scene, it was the scene with the knights, and it's like it's the guy who ruined Star Wars. I was like, cool. Like that was just like one small chuckle.
Yeah, there are some jokes in movies where you're just like done with the movie, like something funny happens and you're like acknowledge that it's funny. Like sometimes, like when I was when Honor Among Thieves came out earlier this year, I did not like the movie at all. But I saw it and like one of the funny things was when the like giant like bear owl thing was like just constantly slamming the villain. I like went and that was like it. But I was like, that's funny, but I'm done with the movie now, so I was like completely out of it.
I enjoyed that.
I'll tell you this though. I mean, I'll just tell you this: when I watched Meet the Spartans, which also dog shit,
Mm-hmm.
it only got one laugh out of me.
Mm.
Not a lie, it only got one laugh out of me. It was the scene with the American Idol judges. And like, I've seen better kicks from a geriatric donkey, and then the spoof version of King Leonidas is like, "Oh, go fuck yourselves," and then it hit. But when he says "fuck," it has the American Idol logo over his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That I thought was actually kind of funny. Like, I thought that was pretty clever. Like, that was the only time I laughed throughout that entire movie. Otherwise, it's painful to watch. Oh yeah, speaking of really terrible parody movies, The Starving Games.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of that one. I saw the
got
trailer
one
for that,
laugh
and
out
I
of
was like,
me.
wow, that looks bad.
Another one where it only got one laugh out of me. Not kidding you. Only got one laugh out of me. And it was the scene like when they're starting the Starving Games. But fuck it. It's called the Hunger Games. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Hunger Games. So basically when they start the Hunger Games, there's literally a scene when the guy's like, "Nice. Looks like the odds got better for me then." And then out of nowhere, something comes out and then hits him in the balls, and then he just starts flying back, and he's like, "My balls!" Like, I can't lie to you. That actually was pretty funny. Like, I know that's juvenile, but I mean, hey, Idiocracy. The movie Idiocracy kind of made Al My Ball jokes funny.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's literally a show in that movie called Al My Balls. Literally, it's literally called Al My Balls, and it's basically kind of like Jackass for beginners, basically.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to Jackass.
Hi,
I'm Johnny
Ponto.
Knoxville.
Like we're trying to do like a Jackass like introduction. Hi, I'm Luke Ponto.
Hi, I'm Mike.
I'm Gavin. Hi, I'm Gavin.
Jared.
And this is the
And
the
me and the
YouTube
boys
stream.
are about to do a little duck hunting. Quack, quack, quack,
Bro, we
quack.
should get all the guys together and go duck hunting.
And it's obviously with paintball guns.
Oh shit! No, we should actually get all the boys together and go freaking like duck hunting at some point. That would be interesting.
I'm gonna think of another one. I'm Steve-O, and this is the fart mask.
Oh shit!
That fart mask, like that. I mean, you could definitely tell just by that stunt that Steve-O was gonna puke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he pukes a lot in the Jackass movies.
Yeah, the first
does.
one, the main one that I remember is when he I don't remember what he eats the fish or whatever, and then he tries to throw up the fish without killing it.
That's in the show.
It's in the show.
I thought you were. If you're talking about the movie, it was. I thought you were gonna think of the Wasabi Snooters.
I'm pretty sure.
That's kind of hard to watch, the Wasabi one.
The Wasabi one is pretty hard, yeah. But I don't remember if it was in the show or in the first movie, but I'm pretty sure that was what he did in the stunt.
Well, he did do that, but that was in the show.
That was in the show, okay. Because I've seen the first season of the show, and that show's
it's honestly kind of even crazier than the movies. Like, especially, there's literally a scene like where they do a stunt from the movie Cool Hand Luke starring Paul Newman.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And they basically eat a bunch of try to eat 50 hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah. See, okay, when I watched the movies, I had no clue that there was a show, so I was super confused when they start off the very first movie with something as stupid as the freaking demo derby thing, the rental car
crash-up derby.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is called the Rent-A-Car Crash-Up Derby.
Yeah, I was so confused because it's like, why
are
would they start off?
Yeah,
I was so confused though, because like, why are they starting off the movie with something as stupid as that? But it's like they didn't get this big at the point that they were filming this, because like the first movie is just the deleted shit from the show.
I'm trying to think of
But-
another crazy stunt in the first movie that I just could not. This stunt in the first movie, I lost it because of how ridiculous it is. The bungee wedgie.
Oh, that was
I lost it. My name is Rob himself, and I'm a complete fucking idiot.
Okay, the one time I was genuinely like extremely happy watching Jackass movies was in Forever when they hit fucking MGK off the pool float or whatever into the pool. It's like,
Yeah, you're talking
Fuck
about
yeah!
the bicycle backhand.
yeah, that shit, bro. That made me like get up and
when
cheer.
Steve-O beat him at that competition,
Yeah, fuck MGK.
and he was like, "You said it wasn't gonna feel like anything."
yeah.
What
probably
was
the
the
one that-
intro?
Beat me. I don't know, dude. I wasn't coming off strong. It wasn't my strongest performance. Yours was really bad.
Probably the one in Jackass Forever that like got me the most kind of queasy was the one where they either the B one or the one where they like had to
Yeah.
be mimes and like the skateboard came down on his ankles. That one was.
Yeah, my balls
I
were
mean, yeah,
tingling
that
from
one definitely made me
the
feel
B one.
uneasy, but the end result was hilarious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because he screams like when he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
You want to know the one? You want to know the one that actually makes me feel makes me really feel bad for them?
What's that?
The magic trick stunt in Jackass Forever when Johnny Knoxville gets hit by the bull. That was the worst
Oh.
injuries of his career. Like,
Yeah.
because broke his wrist. No copyright. Don't sue us, Jackass.
I
was gonna say, yeah, he broke his wrist, broke his ribs, or broke one of his ribs. Had a bad concussion, which caused him a brain hemorrhage, and he had to spend the weekend in the hospital. And it took him like a few months to recover from fully.
Yeah.
Because I remember, because I watched the Wired autocomplete interview he did talking about that stunt. And he knew he was in trouble when he was in the back of the ambulance because they were asking him basic questions like, "Who's the president now?" And he said, "Obama." And then
That reminds me of
the weirdest thing is though, he had no clue that he actually broke his rib though.
damn.
Because he said like he's pulled a rib before, like in moving it in a weird way where you can't cough or laugh. But with the broken rib, it's like you can't even feel it.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that that Goofy it was like one of the awards shows back in like 2020 after Borat 2 came out, and Sacha Baron Cohen goes on stage and says, "Hello everybody. I just want to thank the President of the United States for allowing me to come here and be on this award show. Thank you, President Obama. I love you." Yep. I just remembered that, and it reminded me so much of that for some reason.
Yeah, that's crazy shit, dude. But Mike, I was gonna say, I saw this funny. I saw this intro parody of one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows. I want you to guess what the show is.
I mean, Drake and Josh probably.
And you want to know what it is?
What?
It's basically Mario and Luigi version of the Drake and Josh intro from the Super Mario Brothers movie. Dude, I want you to search that up, and we'll keep the volume off, but because I'm pretty sure everybody knows the theme song to Drake and Josh. But I can screen share it. I can do that.
Here, I can.
Because I don't want to, but be careful though. Don't have the music on because I don't want to get copyright.
Oh, okay.
Because you never know. Nickelodeon could just come to my channel and just be like, "You're getting copyright for this." Like,
That is
I'm
true.
looking it up. Is it the one from is it like animated or is it like people pretending to be?
it's
Here, hang on.
it's the animated one. It says Mario and Luigi Drake and Josh intro parody.
Here.
Oh yeah,
pulling
here
up
it is
here.
from like RVCMC or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
pull it up. Here we go.
All right.
All right, play it. They like I can't lie to you. Like they encapsulate this perfectly.
Yeah, it fits pretty well. Drake Bell. Oh, what a terrible dude.
Like that's perfect right
Chocolate.
there.
Yeah.
It's like Luigi's shot like
Drake Bell is like down there with freaking Ezra Miller though.
but still Ezra Miller's worse.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Zach
Drake Bell
Gola
did
just
some
posted
bad
the review
shit.
for Conjuring.
Oh, Miranda Cosgrove, basically is Princess Peach.
Mm-hmm.
Serious, I'm telling you, bro, they encapsulate this perfectly.
Yeah, that fit pretty
This is
darn
like-
well.
Like spot on.
Dan Schneider.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to say. This is spot on. Like this is like the best like intro parody like I've honestly ever seen because they really do encapsulate the show.
Right.
Like seriously, but that song though, man, I can't get that song out of my head. Like that song, dude. Like, what the hell? You guys want
Sorry,
to
the treehouse episode of Drake and Josh, bro.
Jared, stop. I'm gonna fix this up here. Come on. Okay,
Bro, the
somebody wanna get-
treehouse episode of Drake and Josh, man.
Drake, where's the door hole?
Over there. I painted it with magic marker. All right, I
You're
drew
supposed
it.
to cut it out with the power saw. Dude, I'm gonna. Oh, really? Mike,
Yep. I don't remember the line
he's
actually.
like, yes.
Yes.
So go get the power saw. Okay, I will.
He walks into the freaking wall.
And then he's basically kind of acting like a mime just to try to get out of there.
Mhm. Yep.
I see the problem. Oh, do ya? With that remark. Okay. Can somebody name a really terrible movie for me, please?
Fuck. The Smurfs.
I got something fun for you. Fuck you!
Yeah, he
but
pulls
that's
that
kind of
one.
I should
he
have told
pulls
you
that
this
one on
before,
us.
but that's actually kind of one of our fun sound effects we like to play whenever you mention bad movies. Is that sound effect?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Out with the power saw. Dude, I'm gonna. Oh, really? Yes. So go get the power saw.
So go
Yeah,
to
I
the
will.
power side.
So go get the power saw.
I see the problem. Oh, do ya?
What's another really terrible movie?
The Smurfs 2.
Also, fuck you! Name a really terrible movie from 2021.
2021.
Shit. That was a long time ago, man.
I gotta look up 2021 movies now that I think of it.
I'll make this easier. 2022.
Ooh, 2022 was a stinker.
That's
Like, there were
easier.
some great movies. There were some really, really bad ones.
Yeah, kind of the same thing with this year, honestly.
I mean, I'll go with probably
Um,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 was really, really bad.
Yep.
Fuck you!
Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Oh, I forgot that movie happened.
Fuck you!
Yes, can I help you?
What's another? Oh, wait a minute. Trying to think of it. God damn it. Interceptor. Fuck you!
That one wasn't that bad.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's a Netflix movie.
Hmm.
And when you watch it, you can tell. Yeah, Mike, I think you might know what I'm gonna say.
What's that?
Morbius.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
I saw that movie day one with my brother. We both went and saw that, and that was like one of the first movies where I walked out of the theater, and I was just like, "Yeah, that was terrible." Like I knew it was gonna be bad, but I was like mind blown at how bad it was. That post credit scene.
Oh,
was
here's another
hilarious.
one for. Let's name one of this year. Mike, you got one?
Nefarious.
Here, I'm gonna turn that one up just because of that, because the movie sucks balls anyway.
I heard
Ready?
about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Mike, tell me to do
Hit
it.
it. Hit it.
You're not doing it right.
Oh. What?
It's Do the Thing.
Do the thing. Shit.
Fuck you! Spinning Gold. Spinning Gold's another one.
Yeah.
Wait.
Fucky.
Fucky, you. But yeah, Spinning Gold. Fuck you! Fuck Spinning Gold, dude.
Fuck. Fucky, you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'll let Jared take it from here. How about Meg to the Trench?
Fuck. Fucky, you.
Yep.
Anybody else got a good one? Oh, Fear.
Oh, I'd never seen it. I heard it was really, really bad though.
Mm-hmm. The marketing was cool. The movie not so much.
One more time. Fuck you!
Double fuck.
And last time with Feeling. Fuck you!
A third one?
Fuck Fear, dude. That movie's
Guess
terrible.
what?
Yeah.
Guess what? Spy
What?
Kids Armageddon.
Oh, that was.
Fucky, you.
Well, I wouldn't really. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't really give this one to Knights of the Zodiac, but
Not good.
But you gotta admit, like, there's some pretty like outlandishly hilarious moments in Knights of the Zodiac. Like,
Yep.
I was trying to find the Pegasus sound effect that Grant used in his review. Pegasus. Like,
Bruh.
I could. Yeah. What's another one? The ta-da kind of horn sound effect that he used in his review for The Devil Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get that pulled up here really quick.
Ooh.
Ready? Just wait until I'm waiting for it to come up here.
All
right, listen. Ready?
I gotta do this.
Here it comes.
We have
Ta-da!
Bruh. How about
Um,
AVP Requiem?
I mean, that one deserves one of those, but I would probably say this one's kind of more disappointing for me. So this is my disappointing sound effect.
Now, my disappointed sound. The sound effect is my disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Oh, wait a minute. I know another good one for really, really terrible films.
Ruh-roh.
What?
What's that?
Children of the Corn?
Uh-huh. Both of them, the original and the all of the remakes.
No!
Jared's a
Stop.
creepy bastard.
That's the death whistle, dude.
Bro, why is that shit scarier than most of the movies we get today?
That's actually true. I was
That's actually so true. But I was gonna say what's another. I was, and also to clarify, Mike, I was directing it towards the 2023 Children of the Corn.
I'm not a fan of any of them, so I'd say just all of them. All of them are not good.
Come on. The Baker. Fuck you!
Why'd you even pay to watch that movie, dude?
Don't ask. Hypnotic. Fuck you!
Is that the one with Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that on Peacock and I was like, that looks kind of interesting. I should watch it, and I didn't. And I'm kind of glad
It's
I did.
confusing. It's so confusing to a point where you don't get it, and it's also very boring.
It's only like 80 minutes though, so it's not like you're spending like 3 hours of your life watching it. but it feels like it.
It feels like you're watching it for 3 hours, like literally.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is anybody? I'm trying to think of another good one that I can add to that list of fuck yous. Oh yeah, Expendables.
Bro, why am I looking at my shelf where I have all of my good ass movies on it and looking for movies to say fuck you to?
Fuck you!
What the hell?
That was
Did you
my
guys-
that was mine for Expendables, Mike.
Yeah.
Did you guys check out that No One Will Save You movie on Hulu?
Oh,
Yeah, it was
that one
pretty
was
solid.
good.
Yeah.
That one was
I
good.
did
like that
not
one a lot.
like it.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, I did not. I was not really vibing with that one. I was surprised. I loved the poster. That was one I didn't watch the trailer for, but I love the poster.
Let's see if I can. Oh, let me try this one for a fuck you sound effect.
Mario, fuck you.
Wahoo.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with No One Will Save You.
Here's
I
a
did
sound
not-
effect. Here's a sound effect for Exorcist Believer.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
That's also kind of how I feel. Let me. Oh, this is my sound effect for What's another good one? What's another good one? The Nun 2.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This piece
I
of
think I've,
shit.
apart from my review, I think I've only seen like 2 other people like The Exorcist Believer.
I mean, I thought I was like mid. Yeah, I didn't love it or hate it. But-
Which is one of my bigger hot takes recently, is that I like it. Is it objectively better than the original? No.
Yeah, no.
But
Not even close.
I, at a personal level, enjoy Believer more than I did the original. But granted, I watched the like.
Hey guys, I'm
extended-
going to head out.
Oh, I
Jared,
see,
Jared.
Jared.
See, man. But I
Yeah,
watched the extended cut. I still have to see the theatrical cut, but I watched the extended cut and I just thought it was pretty boring. But I mean, those apparently there's like 10 minutes extra to the extended cut, and 10 minutes can really make a difference for a movie. I still want
Yeah.
the theatrical cut and give it a chance, but I did enjoy Believer more than I did the original. And I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. But with that ending, like, I'm not going to say any spoilers for people who have not seen Believer yet, but with the way the movie ends, where did they go from
Right, yeah.
But
The thing
this
is,
is
though,
also.
the thing is about the Exorcist extended cut. Why was I about to say expended?
Expended cut because you're thinking about Expendables.
Yep, that's literally what I was about
Oh,
to say.
actually, I got
But-
another sound effect for that.
Oh god.
Oh,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, but anyway, yeah, the only thing that I like notably remember they added to the extended cut was the backwards walking scene.
See, I thought that was pretty cool. I liked that a lot. I thought that
Yeah, I mean that's like as far as I remember, like the only like notable difference between the two is the backwards walking. And
Yeah, I
it
feel like the
apparently
big
became like,
thing-
super iconic though, which is kind of goofy.
right. I watched the opening of the theatrical cut, and it seemed a lot like shorter and to the point compared to the director's cut, where it seems like we just got so many more unnecessary shots.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
But I still gotta watch the theatrical cut. I'm still gonna watch The Exorcist. I plan to pick up that one and The Exorcist 3 on the new 4Ks we got for those movies. So
Yeah, I need to pick up The Exorcist 3 at some point.
it looks
'Cause
really
I
interesting.
love The Exorcist 3.
It's pretty good, yeah. I like that one a lot.
I'll probably never watch The Heretic though. So
Don't.
Yeah, it's not worth your
Oh,
time.
oh, wait, actually, this is the sound effect, really quick. This is actually the sound effect I really would like to give Knights of the Zodiac. Because we have it. Like, the ultimate so bad it's a good movie of 2023 is Knights of the Zodiac.
Yeah.
Stop, you fool! Oh my god. Now like when I watch that film, now I understand why Grant wants to do that one as one of the first bad movie night on his second channel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty damn terrible, but I kind of appreciated it for how bad it was.
Yeah, a little bit. kind of the same thing with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, but yeah.
But which one would be more fun to watch, though?
I mean, it's a mixed response for me, honestly. I don't know.
I mean, easily for
Winnie
me,
the
it's
Pooh.
Knights of the Zodiac. Like,
I mean, yeah, Knights of the Zodiac is freaking hilarious, but like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, that's a good one to throw on with the boys.
Oh yeah, I think
I kind of want to do that one as a roast fest watch along at some point. For is Blood and
Yeah.
Honey.
Yeah, that would be pretty
So,
fun.
yeah, we'll probably do that. Oh, actually, I think I got an idea. Maybe we can try to squeeze that in before the end of October.
No, there's no way we're gonna
I'm
be
kidding.
able to do that. No.
Kidding, we won't do it.
I
Can
love.
I think we can probably try to do that like sometime beginning of next year, maybe.
Maybe,
Like-
yeah.
Because I think the first thing we'll do in January is a poll for a roast fest watch along. We'll do that instead of just having it be like, okay, you guys pick the next watch along. We're gonna do roast fest edition. So so what's a good so obviously one of the ones on the list is Blood and Honey.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm trying to think of other ones I would want to do roast fest of because we're not going to do Knights of the Zodiac since we're doing it on Grant's channel.
Gavin,
Gavin, do you know any other so bad it's good movies?
One I watched because I love watching like Terrible with my friends is the Ice Cream Man, which is like a very old horror movie.
God,
That one is like terrible. I didn't even give that one. I don't think I gave that one a score on Letterboxd because it was so bad. But we had, I think it was 4 of us, and we were just. It was like 10 p.m. We had a very busy day, and we turned it on because we didn't know what else to watch. And it like woke us up. It was so hilarious, and I thought it was a blast. So,
but the main line I remember from that movie is, "What's that on your hand?" Oh, it's
Mike,
grenadine
so,
for my
Mike, did
ice
you have
cream
one?
treats.
yeah.
Mike, did you have one?
Spy Kids 3.
I really don't think that movie's honestly that bad. Like,
You're kidding, right?
I think it's okay. Like, it's this, but again, though, hold on a second. That's nostalgia speaking.
Yeah, that's
That's just my
110% nostalgia. That's 110% nostalgia. Holy shit. That is like the one movie I can say
It's the
that
same thing
Sylvester
with
Stallone
it's the
did
same
not
thing with
save.
Scooby-Doo 1 and 2. Totally nostalgia.
Yeah, but it's at the same time, it's like the one movie that I can say that Sylvester Stallone did not save it. Oh, woof. Woof.
Not even Sylvester Stallone could even save Expendables for the 15 minutes he was in.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's in Spy Kids 3 probably more than Expendables 4. Or Expendables.
Expendables. It's Expendables. It's not Expendables 4. It's Expendables.
Hey, yo, Adrian. I made a failure movie. It's called Expendables.
Trying to think of another ultimate so bad it's good movie where it's like,
Spy Kids 4.
hell no. Hell no. That one's just bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even think we can classify that one as so bad it's good. That one's just
Yeah, that's true.
It's just painful.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can't. I don't really think it. Dude, I'm gonna watch Spy Kids Armageddon sometime in November. There's no way it could be worse than all the time in the world. No
I will
way.
say this.
Yeah.
It's better than All the Time in the World, but there's not one good performance in it, and it's I wasn't bored while watching it. I will say it's bad, but I was not bored while watching Armageddon.
That's good.
I was just laughing the whole time at everything that was going on. So,
Well, there you go. I was gonna try and think of another kind of somewhat of a feel bad it's good, but my ultimate guilty pleasure movie, Howard the Duck. Definite so bad it's good movie. Like, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Duck.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Th-
But I gotta
that,
get
that
out of
one.
here
I,
for
that
my
one I
guys.
definitely want to do as a roast fest watch along because it's so
Yeah.
bad it's good.
I gotta get out of here though, guys. So, peace out.
See you later, Mike.
see you, man.
But yeah, like I ultimately classify Howard the Duck as the ultimate so bad it's good movie because it's
I've
really that
seen
bad.
I've seen some stuff on the movie, and it looks really, really funny. And I think if I got some of my friends together to watch it, I think that would be a really, really fun time.
I mean, it's terrible, like objectively, but I mean, the movie knows it.
That's probably a good thing though. I like when the movie knows it's bad and it'll embrace it. But I like it, but I also don't like it when the movie tries to be so bad it's good.
But I mean, if you know him, like, there's a movie that I know of that is stupid, ridiculous, and shoddily made, but those are the best qualities because it balances its stupidness with its smartness.
Hmm.
A little movie called Slaughterhouse.
Oh, I just saw that one on Hulu, and I'm gonna check it out because they didn't play it at my theater, I don't think, but I really want to see it, and I just saw that Hulu has it, so I'm definitely gonna check that one out soon.
I'm telling you, man, like it balances its stupidness with some pretty good smartness with it. Like it's surprisingly smarter than you think it will be. I mean, yes, it's stupid, it's ridiculous, and definitely shoddily made. But the movie knows it.
I saw the trailer for that one, and I think in front of one movie I saw, and I was like, that looks so funny, and I'm gonna have to watch it because it.
And also, it's not a horror film. That film is a full-on comedy. It is a comedy. So it's like, you have to go in with that mindset, knowing that it's going to be a comedy and not really a horror movie.
I mean, I wasn't really expecting that from a movie about a killer sloth, so.
But not even that, just killer sloths in general. Like, because I mean, okay, so this was the joke that we always like to do, like the run bitch run one. Because Grant told me the story of when he saw Slaughterhouse in theaters, and it was a scene like when the sloth was just going like, "Come over." And he turns to his friend Sarah and he says, "Sarah, do you dare me?" And she says, "Yeah." So he shouts out he just goes, "Run, bitch, run!" And everyone lost it. Like everyone lost it. And there was another scene like where a chick is holding like, you know, like those like little toilet seats.
Yeah.
Like they, yeah. So and the guy next to him is like, "That's styrofoam." I was trying. Oh, I was gonna tell you one thing. You want to know what I did when anytime it cut to a jump scare in the Nun 2? I kind of was just acting like Tyler Perry or Medea, as you would say, and be like, "Boo, bitch," because it's like I saw it coming from a mile away. So it's like, how is it even scary?
My mom wanted to see that one, Nun 2. I saw the first one. I hated it.
Of course, you hate the first one. It sucks.
Yeah, but I saw the second one and I was like, it's better than the first one. Still not really a good movie,
but it's better than the first, but that's really not saying anything.
It's not like that's not an impressive feat.
Or
but I saw it and I was like, it's fine. Like my mom was getting scared. She thought the jump scares were good, but she's also not a big horror movie fan. But I don't think I jumped once.
I did not jump one single time. There was like only one good kill in the entire movie, and that's the only reason why that film got rated R. Was because of one scene involving some blood.
I liked the opening. I will admit, I did like the opening of the movie. I thought it was kind of cool.
Holy fucking shit! Is basically what I like to describe that movie because of how bad it is.
It's fair. I think I gave it like a 6.5 or something, which is probably a generous score. But I did think it was fine, so.
I mean, you gotta admit, though, a lot of the stuff, especially in the third act, does not make any sense.
Oh, yeah, the third act, just drowning the nun in
and also just, using a prayer just to basically open up, that barrier was just like, fuck you, no way. Like, there's no way you could have possibly done that.
I don't know. I still gotta watch Conjuring 3 though, because I heard that one's pretty bad, but I want to watch most of the Conjuring movies before the series, and then part 4 comes out.
Conjuring 3 is not that bad, honestly. I mean, it's definitely better than the Nun 2. I'll say that because, I mean, at least Conjuring 3 was investing.
Mm.
The Nun 2 was just jump scares for 2 hours. And in quotation marks, jump scares.
I will admit, what probably like my favorite thing in the movie is one of the shots where we get like a long panning of the hallway and the nun rises up and the lights all turn red. I thought that looked pretty cool, but that was like my favorite thing about the movie was just that one shot. I thought looked pretty neat.
Yeah, but no, dude, November is almost around the corner, man. It's crazy.
This year is going like kind of breakneck pace. Honestly, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because let's see. Well, obviously this weekend we got Killers of the Flower Moon, which, yep. And then next weekend we got Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, really excited for that. And then in November we get the freaking Marvels, which I don't care what y'all say. I'm hyped. I can't wait for that movie.
I think it looks. I don't really have an opinion on it. I'm not. I am someone that didn't like Captain Marvel, not because the lead was a woman or because it was Brie Larson or anything. I just didn't like the movie very much, and I think this one looks fine. But I like the premise of like they keep switching places, which I haven't seen very often. But
you never really see that often, where it's like when superheroes use their powers, they switch places.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool premise. Plus,
like they're actually using an original idea.
Yeah, I like the director, Nia DaCosta. I think she's great. I liked The Candyman from 2021. I liked that one a lot. And
thank you.
I think that was like the first movie I ever got for my collection was Candyman, and I watched it and I really enjoyed it. I think she's a good director. So
So I already know that the Marvels is going to be really well directed because she's behind the camera.
Right. I think the directing is going to be good. I just don't know how it's going to. I don't know how everything else is going to be, but my brother really wants to see it in IMAX, so we're going to probably go and see it in IMAX.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty excited. I think it might be decent, but I'm not like really excited for it. Like I know a lot of people are.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely hyped for it. Like I'll just say that I'm hyped. Let's see. Also, Thanksgiving is coming out. We talked about it. Looks awesome.
I think it looks really, really cool.
And then we got a lot of people aren't really looking forward to this movie, which I get, but I'm actually really excited for the Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
I haven't seen any of them, but I want to watch them because I think that the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes does look pretty good.
It actually looks like they're kind of going back to the dark territory that the first film lent into, because this one's really, because I mean, yeah, I know it's still PG-13, but it's like they're kind of leaning more into the dark side of what the Hunger Games are,
which I think is a really good idea. If you have something as like kind of horrific as what the Hunger Games is, lean into that. I'd say, even as someone who hasn't seen them. But...
and dude, the cast that they got for this new one is a great cast.
I know. I'm excited to see Peter Dinklage in this one. I think he's going to be great.
I mean, besides Rachel Zegler, obviously she's the one I'm most excited to see. But the other one for me is Jason Schwartzman. Like, I'm a huge fan of that guy. Ever since I saw him in a Wes Anderson film like Rushmore, I've always been on board with Jason Schwartzman. Like,
I think I've only seen one Wes Anderson movie. Yeah, it was Asteroid City. I bought it and I was like, well, I got nothing better to do, so I watched it and I did like it. I did really like it. I thought it was pretty good.
I love it. I do a nude scene. You want to see it? Huh? Did I say yes? You didn't say anything. I meant yes, but my mouth didn't speak.
The performances were easily the best part of the movie, for sure. At least for me, and the cinematography I thought was great.
I mean, but that's Wes Anderson for you. Like, he always gets the A-listers, and he always has fantastic cinematographers hired.
I was surprised how stacked the cast was, because I knew there were a lot of big names in it, but I was surprised at how many there were.
I mean, this was Tom Hanks's first Wes Anderson movie.
He was good in it. I like Tom Hanks as an actor. I think he's pretty good. I even liked him in Elvis.
But that included my daughter and your 4 children. Love Tom Hanks, but I'm gonna move here for a minute. Right. My phone's almost dead, so but I can still hear you and still see you. Just I'm moving to a different spot because my phone's almost dead. I can't let my phone die in the middle of streaming.
Did you hear
Like-
that Deadpool 3 got delayed today? I was expecting that though.
No.
Yeah, now it just doesn't have a release date because of the strike going on. But I mean, Captain America, I think, was moved up to the May 3rd release date, but it still sucks because I was excited for Deadpool 3.
I was really pumped for Deadpool 3. But I mean, I want not as like. I honestly wouldn't say I'm like as pumped for it as some other 2024 releases, like Doom Part 2, obviously.
Yeah.
And the new Coen Brothers movie, Drive Away Dolls. I'm
Hmm.
also really looking forward to. Oh yeah, and also in November, I forgot we're getting Napoleon
Oh yeah, I forgot that
and
was next
Wish.
month.
Wish looks fantastic. Like the animation.
I will say, I love that it's kind of like shell shaded. Like it's kind of leading into the Spider-Verse aspect of animation, but it's not going full fledged with it. But I think like story wise, I'm not really seeing anything that really appeals to me when it comes to Wish.
But I mean, Ariana DeBose is in the lead role, so I mean,
She's probably going to be good. I'm not expecting anything.
she
less.
was great in as Rita in West Side Story. So,
I still have to watch West Side Story. I'm surprised I haven't gotten to
oh
it
my
yet.
god, I can't believe you still haven't watched it yet.
I have to. I really, really want to. It's on Disney Plus, I think. So I might have to watch it.
I mean, I watched it through HBO Max when it was released. So,
Hmm.
oh, I mean, that is good stuff. But let's see. December is kind of looking a little bit slower though than November.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the only like notable one that's like I'm really looking forward to in December is Wonka
Yeah. That one
with
looks,
Timothy Chalamet.
that looks pretty interesting. I did a trailer reaction video,
And
like
bro,
breakdown
Hugh
thing.
Grant is freaking playing an Oompa Loompa.
I think that's pretty funny.
What more do you want? Like, I will have you know that I'm a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, I
Number
recorded the
what now?
trailer. Yeah. I recorded like a trailer reaction
remember.
thing.
Oh,
I
I
also-
don't think I want to hear that. Too late. I started dancing now. Once I started, we can't stop.
I like Hugh Grant as an actor. I think he's really good.
Paddington.
Hmm.
Perfect.
I recorded a trailer reaction for the second trailer that just came out, and I did everything right. But, I mean, it's Warner Brothers. I was expecting it to be taken down, and they did take it down, which is unfortunate because I did think the trailer looked decent. I'm still kind of hesitant. I still think Timothée Chalamet is a weird choice for Wonka, but I'm still probably gonna end up watching the movie anyways because I love the Paddington movies, so it's probably gonna be good.
Well, I mean,
so.
and also, one thing you really got to appreciate about Timothée Chalamet and Wonka is the fact that he's like, even if like he's not like the best choice to play Wonka, you still got to admit he's still trying to lean into what made Wonka weird and wacky.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Especially like when Gene Wilder, rest in peace, played as Willy Wonka in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Hmm.
But I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Tim Burton one. I don't care. I love that movie.
I've seen both. I do prefer the original with Jane, but I do like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I do think it is overhated to some extent. I don't think it's a bad movie.
I know he's weird, but I love Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I liked him. I thought he was pretty good. I thought he leaned into the weird
he
side.
leaned into what, like I said, he leans into what makes Willy Wonka weird.
Hmm.
Especially as an owner of this factory.
For sure, yeah.
And also, what would you expect from Johnny Depp though? He's quirky.
Yeah.
But he really brings his full-fledged quirkiness into Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like, and I kind of love it, especially like during the Violet Bogart's dance number. He's going like, like, take her to the juicing room. Oh my god! Or even the Augustus Gloop moment when he falls into the chocolate river. which by the way, poor kid.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, little boy, my chocolate must not be touched by human hands." Like, and then he falls in. Like,
Kind of traumatizing, honestly. It's a dark movie.
but that's what makes that film so good and honestly
Yeah.
unique for kids movies. It's dark. People were just like, this movie's too weird and quirky. This movie took Charlie and the Chocolate Factory took risks.
I'm
Then
sorry,
you would
but
think it would.
if you're
Go ahead.
going into a Willy Wonka movie and you're not expecting it to be weird, what are you walking in for exactly?
I mean, I know the newest Wonka film is definitely going to be weird because I mean, it's the point of the character. He's supposed to be weird.
Right.
My goodness. I mean, he literally has a candy that makes people fly.
Right.
For fuck's sake, man, how is that not weird? Like, there's no way on God's green earth that someone will invent a candy that will make you fly.
Right.
There's no way.
Like at this point, just go with it, honestly. It's gonna be weird. Just go with it.
Exactly. So it's like, if you tell me that, oh, this is too weird. Excuse me? What were you expecting?
Right.
It's Willy fucking Wonka. So don't tell me that it was too weird because that's the point of Willy Wonka. I mean, especially with the backstory in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, with how he met the Oompa Loompas. I kind of knew for a fact they did not look right. like I kind of felt like that Tim Burton was just trying to make fun of like explorers with how they explore other things. Like, I just find that so funny.
Have you seen the character posters for Wonka? I think especially the one because I was looking at them and I was like, these look cool. And then I saw Hugh Grant's one as a Oompa Loompa, and he's like just in the small like bottom of it. I was laughing at that poster for so long. That was
I
funny.
saw that one. I mean, did they have to use like body doubles to make him smaller?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out because it doesn't look bad. Like it looks
It
pretty
kind of looks
spot on.
like because like have you seen Orphan First Kill?
I have, yes.
When the way that they made Isabel Furman look like a little girl again, they used body doubles.
Right. It was noticeable, but I don't think it was
basically
bad.
is practical effects with what they used for that to make her look young. So
I won the third Orphan movie, honestly. I really liked both. I liked the first one, and I really, really enjoyed First Kill.
First Kill was unique for a prequel. Like, because for most prequels, they're just like, you know where they're going. Like Pet Sematary Bloodlines. You could predict every single beat where it's going and you wouldn't even be wrong. Like, if you think you can predict with what's going to happen with Orphan First Kill, ooh, you're in for a ride.
My jaw was dropped when I was watching that. It was going
like
somewhere
when the
that I
twist
was
happened,
not.
like when the twist happened, like halfway through the movie, I was like, "Oh shit, we are in for one wild ride."
I don't know if it's a better twist than the original movie, but it's still definitely.
I think it's I mean, it's not like a better twist. I would say it's a more ballsier twist.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the fact that Esther is like actually dead. Like they covered it up. I thought was crazy.
The fact that the parents were the murderers of the original Esther, and the fact that
Right.
they decided to cover it up, that's crazy. Like you would think that it would just be the fact that the little girl is not actually Esther,
Mm-hmm.
but no, they flipped the script on you. Like they did kind of like a Knives Out scenario where it's like you think it's gonna go this way, but then the writers just flip the script on you.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Barbarian, it subverts expectations.
I loved Barbarian. I don't think that one got a physical release though. I'm pretty
which
sure.
bums me because that movie was so good. It needs a physical release.
Because I was watching a video, I think a few days ago, or no, it was today, and I was like, wait, I wonder why I don't have Barbarian. And I looked it up, and I was like, and I looked at Barbarian Blu-ray, and I saw so many people being like, no, it didn't happen. And I'm so confused why it didn't get a physical release because it was so good.
Yeah, but we get physical releases for something like Amsterdam. We get something like that, but we don't get Barbarian.
Right, it's so weird, especially with them releasing.
I mean, this one that I have like right next to me, makes me happy that it got a physical release because it was a streaming movie.
Yeah,
Prey.
I bought that as soon as I could. I was so happy when they announced its physical release.
Prey is awesome.
I agree. Yeah.
Guys. Don't say you don't like the movie because the first 50 minutes is all set up. They're trying to build character and story.
And for me, it works.
Like sometimes here's the thing though about making good movies. Like even if you're gonna have a lot of action, build up with story.
Right.
And that's what Prey did so well, was it built up with story and actually made us care about Naru, our main character.
I think Netflix saw that Prey and Loki were doing really well on its physical media release because it was just announced today that The Babysitter is getting a physical release next year.
Yeah, it's getting a steelbook, I think.
That I saw that and I was so happy because I haven't seen the movie, but it gives me hope that Netflix is going to put more of their stuff. And hopefully, even though I don't like the movie,
because I mean, like, what did they put on this? They put some of their stuff on Criterion. Like, they put The Irishman on Criterion. They put Marriage Story on Criterion. I know that for sure. I know those two for sure. They put on Criterion. Was there another? Shit. There's one I'm forgetting for some reason. But I know they released the Amazon Prime movie on Criterion, which is One Night in Miami. They did release that one for sure. I know that. I don't know. Like, it would just be nice that if the streaming services could just give us our Blu-rays for once, because it's like this is ridiculous.
Because it kind of gives me hope that since they're starting with Babysitter, we're gonna get more of the originals, and hopefully. Even though I don't like the movie, I hope we get a physical release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2022 because
I would buy it anyway because I want to complete the collection.
Right.
But am I really going to watch that movie though? Hell to the no.
Me and my friend, we adore the original The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like one of our favorite movies to watch. And we turned on the 2022 one, and is it terrible? Yeah, it's what they do to Sally. Sally shouldn't have even been in the movie, but
and also the script.
Yeah,
the worst script I would say besides Jeepers Creepers Reborn, that is the worst script of 2022 is in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's certainly up there for sure.
It's like try anything and you're canceled, bro. And I'm like, what the? No.
I will say though, if we had to have that line to get that awesome bus massacre scene, I'll take it because I think a lot of I like that this movie
really need to have that line though.
Probably not, but I love that this movie put the massacre name to use, and I will rewatch it because I do think it's like I think you're an hour and 15 minutes in when the credits start, and I have a good time with it. I think it's so bad, but I do enjoy it. I think it's fun bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot better fun bad movies than that one.
Oh, 100% for sure.
Because, I mean, Blood and Honey, I would say, is honestly a more fun bad movie than that.
I could see that for sure, yeah.
But it's like, dude, like, despite the fact that it took itself so dead-ass seriously, it actually makes me appreciate how bad it is.
I think they're going to lean more into the, like, whole goofiness of it all with the second one, which I kind of hope they do.
Yeah, man, I hope that happens because, but speaking on streaming movies that need a physical release, hey Hulu, you released Prey. Where's Hellraiser?
That's what I was thinking. I was wondering if they were going to do that one next because I think Prey was like #1 for a few weeks. I haven't seen Hellraiser, but put it on physical media while you're at it. And even with the Alien Romulus, which is coming out next year, put that one on physical
Yeah,
media release too.
Trying to think of another one that should. I mean, not the Vacation Friends movies. Those can stay on streaming for all that I care.
Palm Springs would be pretty cool to have on
Oh,
Blu-ray.
yes, thank you, Gavin. Yes, Palm Springs. That is such a damn good movie.
I still have to finish it, but I've seen probably the first half of it, and I love it.
But I know that Shudder releases their movies physically though. Like I know that.
Yeah, most of them I feel like they only go on DVD though, which kind of sucks. Like I mean, Sick.
Some of them do go to Blu-ray.
I've seen a few. I've seen VHS 94 on Blu-ray a few times, but Peacock recently did Sick, and that was so weird that they only did DVD for that one.
Well, they did the same thing with Praise This, which, by the way, fuck that movie. It's a blatant Pitch Perfect wannabe with basically where they could not go for one single scene without saying Jesus.
Huh.
It's Christian music. No. But yeah, like let's see. Shudder did release Skinamarink on Blu-ray.
I did get that one. Yeah, that was nice to see on physical release.
Oh my god, dude! You got to watch that film at the right time of night to really get the full effect of like how scary that movie is.
Mm-hmm. Because I watched it and I didn't like it at all, but I really want to rewatch it. I want to like just watch it on like I have like a 50-inch TV downstairs. Put it on there, cut all the lights off, make sure it's pitch black outside, and just sit there and watch it. And I think that'll be like the prime experience for the movie for sure.
That would definitely help you for sure. But also, it should also be in the middle of the night, because that actually helps the effects with it. What's another one that got a physical release? Deadstream.
Yeah, I liked that one a lot.
Dude, Deadstream was I actually just watched Deadstream for the first time a couple weeks ago. Dude, that movie's good.
I think they did a exclusive Walmart Steelbook for that one, but I can't find it anywhere. But I really, really enjoyed it. Oh, you got it. Oh, yeah, I got to get it.
No,
because
I didn't even get this at Walmart or anything like that because they weren't even carrying this. I found it at my CD shop, the Last Stop CD shop that I go to. That's an hour away from my house. They actually had this there for like about $12.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
But it was the same price I got Skinamarink for, and that one was brand new.
But yeah, I watched that movie. I think that was the first ever movie review I did on the channel because I wanted to watch it, and I was really, really impressed by it. I really enjoyed it. It was probably my favorite, probably the funniest found footage movie I've seen. I thought it nailed like the douchebag YouTuber thing perfectly.
Yeah, and also trying to think of another. Like, did you see the movie Spree with Joe Keery?
I did. I have that one on DVD, I think.
If basically you watch Deadstream and you've seen Spree, you're gonna get a lot of vibes from Spree.
That's what I was picking up on.
It does take a lot of similar elements in vein to Spree.
Mm-hmm. I like both of those movies a lot. So
I mean, I love Spree. Like, Spree is definitely one of my favorite movies of 2020, even though I didn't get to watch it until last year. But I mean, if I were to do the list now, I mean, Spree would definitely be on my countdown because it's so unique and clever with what they do of the found footage genre. Where it's like you couldn't really think of a cooler way to do it than with that.
And Joe Keery honestly gives like one of his best performances.
A batshit crazy performance, that is.
He was great in the movie. I loved it.
Like, he was crazy in that movie. Like, because some critics were comparing it to basically his character. Like, we're comparing his character to Patrick Bateman from American Psycho in some ways. I do agree, because he pretty much does kind of go balls to the walls in that way.
I've not heard that comparison until you just said it, but I do see the resemblance from it for sure.
Yeah, let's see. Dreams in Hollywood is in the chat. What's going on? It says, hey, all. Are you both anticipating the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Hell yes.
Oh, yeah.
Cannot wait, man. Next week.
8 years in the making, so.
Let's hope it was worth the wait. At least it wasn't like, at least it didn't feel like it was 20 years in the making. Morbius. Morbius felt like it took 20 years to make.
It
Like-
felt like it was supposed to be like when Daredevil came out. When that
Yeah,
Daredevil
and
movie came
then
out.
15 or so years later, they took the script off the shelf and blew some dust off of it, and they decided to go ahead and make Morbius.
Right.
So, thank you, dude. Thank you. But again, I had to get all those watch hours in though before I can apply to start getting monetized.
That's tough. That watch time is crazy. I've been trying to hit that too. My channel watch time has been doing pretty great, but that's a tough steep hill to hit for sure.
Yeah, especially since I literally just hit 500 on Monday, so
Mhm.
it's like I gotta give it time to get to the full watch hours before I can apply to get monetized.
Right.
So, and I hope it works out though, because I really do want to start making money here.
Yeah, that's like one thing that'd be crazy. I know a lot of people are like it's cringy to like want like YouTube as like a career path, but I mean, let's take it like this. Talking about movies and getting paid for a living would be an awesome job.
Like that would be perfect.
Right.
Because I mean, my buddy Grant, which by the way, man, shout out to you, buddy. He is only at 300 subscribers, and I remember back in September, he actually got paid for one of his
Oh.
videos. And he's been doing videos for about 3 years now. Like almost the equivalent of how long I've been doing YouTube. Like, and and I just hit 500. I still haven't gotten paid yet.
I haven't either. Like the coolest thing I've done for the channel is go to the movies early, like for Mission Impossible and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, Trolls 3, which I think looks not great. I'm planning to see that one. Like, I think it comes out in
It's
November.
getting some
17th.
early screenings on the 4th, I remember.
Yeah, that I'm going to one of those, which is pretty fun. But I like going to movies early. I like doing a little promotion stuff. Actually, no. The coolest thing I did was I was featured in an ad for Insidious 5. That was really, really awesome.
That's cool.
I
I
was
mean, I definitely didn't
one
want to
of-
be featured in an ad for it for sure.
I was one of the small in the minority that liked the movie. Is it the best? No, but I still
Hell
had a
no.
good time with it.
I mean, maybe I might need to watch it again, but when I saw it in the theaters, I was so bored I could have just left.
That's fair. I can see why a lot of people wouldn't like it for sure. But my audience was like, but I think it also depends on like my audience was like loving the movie. Like when jump scares were happening, there were a few good jump scares in the movie. I will admit, I love the MRI. I think like when my audience is like getting into it and you can tell, I think that will also like vastly improve on how you're feeling about the movie for sure.
I mean, I guess so, but it didn't really do anything for me because honestly, everyone was just dead silent throughout most of that movie. No one was into it. Like,
I will say it is very, very unnecessary, but I do want to see Patrick Wilson do more directing. He'd be pretty cool to direct Conjuring 4, I'd say.
yeah, but just no more Insidious movies. Like,
Yeah, this is the last one. Stop it there.
Yeah. Well, they should have solved it at the last key because it's literally called The Last Key.
I hated that one. I've seen all of them. I did not like that one, but I mean, it should have been the last one. Yeah, I'll agree.
Exactly. Sorry. Like there's got to be certain franchises where it's like you got to know when to cut the cord. Like Insidious, like I said, they should have cut it at 4. What's another one where they should have just cut the cord?
Could have cut. I think they should have cut Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the first one. Maybe the second. Haven't seen it, but I know people like that. But all like the
I
sequels.
would have said they should have cut. They should have just cut it at after Texas Chainsaw the Massacre the beginning.
Here's the thing. I love seeing the love for the remake and beginning because especially I love the remake.
The remake is so good. Like,
I know. I think we just hit the 23rd anniversary for that movie because it is an awesome movie, and I even like beginning especially.
yeah, but then after that we get fucking Texas Chainsaw 3D, which is a bunch of bullshit. Fuck that
My-
movie.
Me and my friend will just be randomly
Like
sitting
seriously,
there.
there's a scene like where a cop is walking through a house with his gun and a smartphone.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Like me and my friend, one time we were just watching short films or something, and a bad line came up, and we were talking about like bad lines in movies, and we both just kept quoting the "Go get 'em, cuz" thing because that is the most hilarious line I've heard in the do your thing, cuz is like the most hilarious line I've heard in the movie.
Fuck that movie. That movie is just it's bullshit.
It's terrible.
Like nothing in that film even makes logical sense, like at all. Not even the scene like when the cop walks through the house with the smartphone.
That was funny. It didn't make any sense, but it was funny.
Yeah, like it's really fucking bad. I mean, I think that one's like closely tied with the worst one, like being with Next Generation, because I mean, Next Generation is undoubtedly the worst one.
That was one movie where I quit and I never thought about rewatching because I got through like I think most of it and it was just atrocious.
What they did to Leatherface in that film is just a crime.
I know.
It is criminal with what they did. The filmmaker behind that film should never make films again because of that.
I don't know
'Cause
what
that was
happened
just
to Leatherface
embarrassing.
in that one.
Like that is just embarrassing. Very
sure.
embarrassing. Like seriously, why do you gotta fuck up Leatherface like that? Why do you have to do that? They
I
fucked
think
up Leatherface with Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. They fucked him up in Texas Chainsaw 3D, and they fucked him up again in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022.
Oh yeah. Going back to franchises that could have ended, I mean, Saw should have ended after Saw 3, honestly. And I love Saw 6. But I feel like they could have ended it with 3.
Saw X though, dude.
Saw
X.
I love Saw 10, Saw X, or whatever. I
call it Saw
confuse me.
X because there's an X in the title, so I call it Saw X.
I call it Saw 10 because I mean I know the filmmakers call it Saw X, and I get why. But I mean, my brother said something funny. He was like, "Well, we don't call the second one Saw I for the Roman numerals," but I get why. But I get.
It does bring up a good point, though.
Yeah, but I get why people just call this one Saw X. I'm not like I know some people are like mad when they're like, "I'm actually it's Saw 10." I'm not gonna care if anybody calls it Saw X because that still is technically the title.
But dude, Saw X was awesome.
I was surprised how much I loved the movie. I was not sure walking into it, but I it's definitely my favorite Saw movie, and I want more midquels. Give me more Hoffman, I'd say. Do one between Saw 2 and 3.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that they actually went the good guy route with John Kramer this time around, it actually made me understand why he goes crazy and wants to kill these people.
I know it was.
Oh wait a minute, he doesn't kill people; they kill themselves because they don't play the game.
I wouldn't necessarily say I find it funny that they say he doesn't kill, but there have been a few instances in this franchise where I feel like he could have been charged for a murder.
But still, though, he doesn't technically kill people.
Right.
I mean, he's the one that sets the traps, yes, but does he kill them? No. The traps kill them.
And I like that they really dived into the moral code of it in Saw 10, especially. Like that was
especially with what because you feel like what he's going through though, because he has brain cancer.
Mm-hmm. I love that the first hour of the movie or so was just focused on John Kramer and the cancer. I love that, and then it went full Saw.
And then it went full Saw in the last 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was and when you see what happens before they essentially get trapped in this room, you get why. You would get exactly why John Kramer does what he does to these people.
I will admit, I am a little conflicted on them making Jigsaw the protagonist, but I also didn't hate it. I liked being able to root for him in this movie.
Because when you really think about it, the people he was targeting were pretty like especially in Saw X were basically horrible people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like they're the main target of the film, the main villain of it, but spoiler alert, that's the twist. The main villain of the film is a con artist.
Right.
She was not a doctor after all. She wasn't a surgeon, nothing. Like she was just trying to take all the money from people that needed that treatment.
I like.
And-
Oh, go ahead.
And when we find out that they were just playing a video to make make John think that he was actually getting treated, I was just like, John, do your thing.
Yes,
Do your thing.
Sticking with spoilers for a little minute, when he was like drawing that like the bone breaking trap from one of the Saw movies, and then he like threw it away. It's crazy to think that there was a moment where he was gonna not be Jigsaw, but because they scammed him, he just went full crazy with it.
Yeah, look. What like? Was there a certain trap in the film that made you feel uneasy? Like,
For me, it was for favorite traps, I would probably say the eyeball one was my favorite. But for the ones that made me the most like uneasy, I would probably say Mateo's with like having to go into his brain and stuff. That one was the one that got me the most.
God. I would honestly say the one where the guy literally has to cut into his arms to get the explosives off.
That was that one was pretty brutal.
That one made me feel so uneasy. But I would agree with you. My favorite one was the eyeball trap.
It is interesting that it was like kind of like a dream area, like a kind of dream moment.
Like he has to lift all of his fingers up in order to get that off.
Mm-hmm.
But he's so scared. He only has 1 minute to do it. So, and what happens after that minute? He gets his eyeball sucked out.
Like that was crazy. It is weird that it was like a dream sequence scene, but it's like I wasn't bugged.
But
by
again,
it.
though, it actually made you understand though, like what he was going to do if the guy that was taking stuff out of that drawer in the beginning of the movie actually kept going with it.
Yeah, I liked seeing how Jigsaw thought. I like seeing how his thought process went when he saw stuff like this happening.
Yeah, another one that makes me feel uneasy is the chain trap when Gabriella has to basically break her foot and her hand to get out of the chains.
I felt so bad for her during that because
but at the same time, she didn't really do anything wrong.
Right, she was just more so of an accomplice, and she just really needed like the money.
So it's like that. Like she was the only one I really felt bad for that got killed.
Right.
Like, oh wait a minute, she didn't really she completed the game. Like
yeah, she was not.
But then the main villain decides to basically snap her neck by stepping on it.
That was crazy, and I love that. John...
No.
I know. That's crazy.
Treatment.
I know. And like John Kramer, he goes by his moral act when he put her in the trap to get like tortured. And he's still like, we got to get her to a hospital. She won. She's good. She's fine. And then she just goes over and stops. I was like, okay, I like this kind of pairing between who the villain is and then Kramer. I love that.
But then at the same time, it's like, bro, she still could have gotten medical treatment.
Right, she could have lived. She could have been fine, but
then that bitch had to just come in and just snap her neck by stepping on it.
And that was
fuck you.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh fuck you. No, like you deserve to die in this movie. Like you deserve to die in that one.
And it's interesting that they kept her alive. So I wonder what they plan to do with that. If they plan to do anything with it.
But that mid-credit scene, though, holy shit!
Oh, I was losing it when
I was just like, oh my god, they did it! They did it!
My mom, because I went and saw this one with her as well. I've watched all of them. I binge watched like the entire franchise the week leading up to it. I think she only saw the first like 3 or 4 when they were coming out, and she didn't really know who Hoffman was. But I'm losing it in my seat because I loved Hoffman. I loved him in the movies. And she just leaned over to me and she just went, wait, who's that? Because she didn't remember.
And and it was Hoffman.
That was when he said like detective or something earlier in the movie. I was like, could they? I think that's a reference to Hoffman, but actually seeing him in the Saw 1 bathroom, that was just awesome.
Yeah, and I especially, but another trap that made me really feel uneasy was when the chick had to basically use a string to get her leg out.
Oh
or
yeah,
to,
that
to
one
take
was.
her leg off, and then had to draw some blood just to survive. I was like, no, 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 no.
Yeah, the traps were
But
like
she
simple,
failed, and
but
then
brutal.
she gets this, and then she gets the machinery barbed wire, as I like to call it,
hmm
go through her neck, and she dies.
I loved the traps in Saw 10. Like they were simple but really brutal and like clever. I liked them a lot.
Oh, wait a minute! I know another infamous one. The way, like when they try to reach for the phone, they cut her open and use her intestines as a rope.
That's when I knew that this lady did not care. She just wanted to get out of here. That was
That's when like that's kind of when I was like, wait, is the twist that she's the main villain?
I was not predicting it at all. I forgot that there was going to be a twist, but when they revealed who the villain was, and then when she grabs like the bag off of it and the theme started playing, I was like, "Oh, we're going to see some really cool stuff." And then the gas filling the room. I loved.
And then like when they took the bag off, I was and then the clock went off. I was just like, oh, they are fucked. Like,
I thought it was interesting also not getting necessarily an opening trap sequence in the movie either. It just opened with Kramer and then we got the like title card faded in. I thought that was interesting, but again, I like that this one kind of changed up what a Saw movie could be.
like you think it's just gonna be a regular Saw movie from the looks of things, but when you watch it, it's basically a story about John Kramer and him trying to find a way to survive after he gets after he has brain cancer. Like,
I mean, about
but
time.
nobody will help him, so nobody will help, and nobody will help him, so he goes nuts.
I mean, 10 movies deep, pretty much Jigsaw and Spiral. He was pretty much not even in those ones. He was in Jigsaw, but he was in the last 5 minutes or so. And then
nowhere to be seen in Spiral, obviously.
Right. But I mean, about time he gets main character treatment, honestly.
No pun intended, because what he's trying to do is get treatment.
Right.
Had to pull it. Because it's like, dude, you know why he needs treatment. Like, but then it's like nobody cares about him.
I know. It was heartbreaking seeing what he was going through in this movie. My mom was crying through some of it, which I was not expecting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get emotional in a Saw movie.
Especially for Jigsaw.
Exactly. Like, especially for Tobin Bell being at the age that he is, and then having brain cancer for that matter. Holy shit, dude. That's like, oh my god. Like, seriously.
I know they
you can't refuse to play. You can't refuse to play the game, because if you refuse, you will stay in this room forever.
Right. I know they want to do more Saw movies, and I'm down for more Saw movies. But I will say that when Tobin Bell passes, I think you gotta stop the franchise as well, because I don't think you can do Saw without Kramer, especially Bell's performance.
Exactly. So that would be the point where it's just like, okay, like when he passes, you can just go ahead and nail the coffin. Go ahead and nail the coffin shut.
Yeah, don't even remake it. Don't try and do a new Jigsaw. Nobody will ever be as good as Bell was.
Exactly. But I was starting to get kind of late, and I got to get up early for work tomorrow, so I think we'll call it a night here. Gone on for 2.5 hours, so.
I mean, wow. I mean, this was a blast. I didn't do one of these live Q&A things before, but it was awesome. So.
But yeah, so we'll see you guys Saturday for the watch along of Talk to Me. And then Sunday for American Psycho. And then next Wednesday is the big one, the 500 subscriber celebration stream. So hope to see you guys there, and maybe Gavin might be back. Who knows?
Yeah,
So,
I'll definitely see if I can come to that one for sure, because that's a big moment right there, halfway to 1,000. So
yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night. Peace.
see ya.